It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop J.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report.
Okay,
I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Hello, can I do the intros, please? Thank you very much. As always, we want to remind you.
sir.
What that didn't take long. As always, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook at RDM Detroit, or you can slide on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT digital.net. Make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them the BSJ sent you. For my folk out there in TV land, we are live, but just wanted to give you all a reminder right quick. Next week, we will be on vacation, so we will unfortunately have to replay a previous Shop episode that was already previously played. Did that make sense? Probably not. Oh, and I do want to say, did I mention the questions or comments? Yeah, of course. For my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so, and we'll throw it up on the screen. And again, if you are one of those people who want to leave a question or comment that is indignant or ignorant in nature, you won't get your 15 minutes of fame right here, baby. Matter of fact, this is what you'll get. Absolutely. And with that being said, joining me on the program today is my cat from the NYC, aka Rucker Park. Look at him. Oh, look at the baseline. Oh, Kobe. Oh, brother Rick. What's happening?
I'm good. You should really just tell the people the truth that you're going to Dallas to see Jerry and talk about what's happening. You really should.
Oh, hell no.
See what I'm saying? See what I mean? You all, listen, you all get all up in the hoop about me hitting the buttons, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you do stuff for me to have to hit the buttons, man. Cut me in or cut it out. And on the other side of the pond, or should I say from up north, we got my man Joey James, aka Double J. Tell the people what you say. The Outlaw. Okay. Oh, did you hit the free throw? Oh, man, you look like Kobe on that one and not somebody else not named Blonzon. I'm sorry about that. Anyway.
Well, hang on a second here. You see the form, right? Speaking of form, rumor has it that in the critically acclaimed film Blue Chips, that Coach Bobby Knight nearly ruined the film by not willing to lose to those Hollywood blanks.
I ain't mad at him. Shout out to Bobby Knight. Even though I do got issues with him. Once again, fellas, I'm getting background noise. I'm hearing some background, so please double check your audios or whatnot.
It's coming from the choir. You know, Brown has.
Okay. It's coming from the OJs over there. Okay, I got you. The OJs, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Nick Wright, Kendrick Perkins, all in the corner. You know.
I got you. And then to my bottom left, your bottom right, maybe. I'm not even sure how this is going right now. We got so much going on the screen. But I will. Sometimes I don't even know if I should even introduce this guy, but I have to, right? He's part of the platform. My arch nemesis, the world's #1 antagonist, TJ, a.k.a. speaker for, I can't even read that. I'm just going to say, Shadow Man. What's happening? Oh, look at yeah.
It's cool. Hey, yo, it's cool. I like it, but
you like
don't forget I got my baby brother right here.
Yeah, you introduce him.
Yourself.
Yeah, introduce.
Oh, over there. Yeah.
Oh, so wait a minute, whoa. So in other words, I don't even appreciate how he trying to play y'all, dog. Why y'all got to be the background singers? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wait a minute. You would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Uncle Luke?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you cracked a funny.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Man, say, cut me in and cut it out.
Now that's David Ruffin.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Thanks, Doc. I appreciate that. And then last but not least, we got my man, Jay Wilkerson, a.k.a. DOC, and y'all know him as Doc. Well, as always, welcome to the program. Doc, what it do, baby?
What's going on, baby? It's a pleasure to be here, you know.
Yeah.
Doc, what up, dog?
Brother Rich.
What up,
Brother Rich?
TJ?
Oh, my gosh. Brother Rich should be joining us here.
Big my boy
Okay, you're
Walt.
right. Walter Willis Jr., what it do? Walk, baby. We appreciate you weighing in.
That's all right,
We
bro.
appreciate you weighing in. Double J, you gonna help me out on the comments here today or whatnot? Or no, maybe? All right. Is that the only one we got so far?
So far, so good.
All right, then. Well, can we start the show? All righty, then. Up first is real talk. That's right. Like as in movie real talk. Fellas, everybody gonna get to weigh in. But again, just let me remind you, if you would, please be brief as possible in your responses, but specific. Leonardo DiCaprio is the subject of today's real talk. I want you, I'm starting with TJ in his background, starting with y'all today.
Quiet.
You got a lot of jokes today, my man.
Who joking? I'm dead gone.
You,
dog.
Ricky Smiley.
Oh!
I ain't seen you since Comic View next Friday, but it's cool.
Let me fix my glasses so I can really hear what y'all saying, because I see we gonna have.
I like the new glasses. I see they on your nose.
Okay, so I see what TJ on today. Okay, I got you.
No,
I'm glad it came early.
Rich started it. I'm just here to finish.
But
That's it.
Brother Rich started this, but why you taking it out on me?
That's your boy.
Okay. No.
Y'all like Tommy and Cole. I'm Maury, but y'all Tommy and Cole. Y'all got to get to stepping, man. Stop all these little jokes and stuff. Let's start the show off right.
My body and me.
Anyway.
Let me tell you why he did that. You know, when you're on the playground and the big kid dunks on you, but you know you can't come back on the big kid, you pick on the other little kid and you think you can dunk on him until you find out he can play defense. And you got a bunch of
got you, brother Rich.
Yeah.
Got you, brother Rich. Appreciate the save. Appreciate. Oh,
Okay,
so now
all right, Tom and Jerry.
Hold
Okay,
on,
brother. Play that
Hold on,
buddy
brother.
song.
Hold on, brother Rich. I was getting ready to ask you. Oh, so me and you buddies today? Oh, absolutely.
We
not.
always buddies. I'm only on this platform because we buddies. You know, I ride with you. You know,
Okay,
I
it's
ride
all
with who I ride with.
Okay, it's all good. TJ,
That's why I ride with Kobe. I ride with Bron too, but I ride with Kobe in terms
brother
of
Rich. That's not. Don't start. Can we? Okay, hold up.
Well,
Now,
you know, homeboy bought a choir, so I feel like they ganging up on me. So I'm just
okay.
They ain't even said nothing yet.
Okay,
I don't even care. You know, we on offense. Kobe's an offensive player. He's an offensive weapon. He don't just pass to the ninth man in the row.
You want me to throw the script out? Do y'all want me to just throw the script out?
Okay,
I mean, my gosh. Okay,
You
thank you.
You already off script, man.
That's because of y'all. Anyway, Leonardo DiCaprio, fellas, OJs, Temptations, whatever y'all are, name me three movies of Leonardo DiCaprio's that you would pick. You get just three. Give me three of his movies.
The Great Gatsby.
Oh, please.
That movie was good. Come on now.
Man,
You said, first of all, you said the OJ.
Okay. No,
I'm gonna name one. I'm gonna say the Great Gatsby. I'm gonna let them name another one.
Okay, that's fine. No, my response was to Doc because Doc told me that movie was great. Man, absolutely. The Great Gatsby was better when Robert Redford played in it. But anyway, go ahead.
Hey, hold on. Who?
Exactly.
Okay, exactly.
Learn your history. But anyway, go ahead.
That's the version you got forced to watch in English class.
Thank you.
Oh.
Double J. So you.
Leonardo.
Context here. You see, you
You
heard the groans.
Okay, B win.
Should have started off with Titanic for sure.
Okay, that's one. Okay, ding, 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 ding. We'll give you a ding, ding. All right, ding, ding. I got to get that for a sound effect too. And then
there you go. Django.
Oh yeah, I seen Django and I seen Hollywood.
So which one you picking? Hollywood?
Hollywood.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Doc, what about you? Give me three Leonardo DiCaprio.
We got Django. We got Catch Me If You Can, which is pretty good, and The Wolf of Wall Street.
Ah, okay, yeah, I like them too, brother Rich. What
that
about
one
you?
scene alone where he stumbled out the bar drunk. That's what got him an Oscar, right?
Leonardo DiCaprio without mentioning The Departed. That's the best movie he's ever done.
Oh,
The
Brother
Departed
Rich.
is what shows his range and what he could really do. The Departed is number one. Wolf of Wall Street is definitely in there. And I'll let you pick whatever. All the other ones, any one of them is good. He's an excellent actor. No doubt.
He really is. He really is.
Yeah,
That's
he
the only
is.
time I'm gonna agree with you.
Departed is
But
what he shows you.
after
What
that,
he-
it's over with.
Yeah, but Jay, before we come to you, I got to tell you, Brother Rich, because I had 3 as well, obviously. My 3 are, and then we'll get to Double J's, Gangs of New York, classic,
Excellent, classic.
The Departed, and Catch Me If You Can.
Fact.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's good, dog.
Yeah, Catch Me If You Can was all 3 of them was classics.
Fact.
But the Gangs of New York, man, it don't get no better than that, bruh. That's De Niro Pacino level. And The Departed, if you ask me.
Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the finest actors of his day, no doubt about it.
Yeah, no question. Double J, who you got? Give me 3. DiCaprio.
Can't disagree with you on that.
I hold myself to a higher class here, and I'm going to go The
God.
Aviator with
that
Martin
was good.
Scorsese. That was a good one.
So you're at
Yeah, that
Kobe
was good.
level. You're at Kobe level. You're not at LeBron level. You're at Kobe level. You
I'm-
have.
Brother Rich, will you cut that out, man? Brother Rich,
Ain't nobody got time for that,
man.
All day.
I'm gonna show his range as well. You guys,
So you really going Kobe
You
level.
guys
You're
have
showing
really,
range now. You're not even playing around with the people.
What's eating
What
good
do you
is great.
understand
No,
what we're doing? This is a virtuoso. This is Kobe range. Okay, please.
Don't first of all, that virtuoso, that word is used for LeBron.
What
Oh,
are you
stop.
saying? We can't hear you.
And that word is used for Mikhail Baryshnikov. Go ahead, Double J.
Hold on, what you say, Sam Silk? I ain't hear you up there.
Hey, I said chicken and fish.
This ain't the morning show.
I said chicken and fish, baby. Go ahead. Could y'all let Double J finish, get his last 17 movies out? Go ahead, Double J.
So then I was gonna go with the Quentin Tarantino produced Once Upon a Time in
Once upon a
Hollywood,
time in Hollywood.
Okay, that was pretty good too. Yeah.
and then I'm trying to be different here, so we'll go. Doc touched on it, but instead I'm going to pivot from it. I was going to go with that, Doc, but
Yeah,
we'll go
man.
to The Departed.
Yeah, that's what I picked too.
Right.
The Revenant. Oh, the Revenant was
Revenant was good.
Yeah, the
Or
Revenant.
then
was
we'll
good.
throw honorable mention Shutter Island. How about that?
Hey, Shutter Island was good too, bro.
Okay, yeah. Shutter Island wasn't bad. All right, fellas, I appreciate that. Even though it took us 77 minutes to get through that, my gosh.
Let them warm up. They got to stretch their lungs. They
No.
got to figure out how they're going to shoot the free throw. They got to figure out all these different things. They got to figure out who they're going to blame. All these it's a lot of work when you got a choir in the program.
He's going to add a shot clock
You
here.
going at you. I know. So, hey, listen.
Try to get him around
Listen,
the
ain't no
horn.
choir over here, all right?
Hey, Double J, that's a good idea, man. We might have to do that. Shout out to Double J
I like that.
Bad idea.
Double J
For his-
for the win.
for his innovativeness. Yeah, we might have to add.
I know Rich just missed me because I wasn't here last week. That's all that is, man.
No, that's what LeBron does with free throws is miss them, not me. I don't miss
Oh.
them.
There they go.
Hey, brother Rich, could you come on, man? Stop putting gasoline. Stop, man.
Antagonizing
I'd like
to
Hey,
you.
to-
man, that's
Yeah.
all he can say. He can't say
Fire,
nothing
please.
else but the free throws. That's it.
No, we could say way more than that, but that's
No.
not.
And I know he was so happy when he
Oh,
did
you
take
have
that
no
loss
idea.
last week.
You have no
I
idea.
know he was happy about that.
You have no, out of respect for the host, you have no idea. Let's keep
Yeah,
going.
got you. Okay, moving right along.
Would you sit it down here?
Hey, I added this at the last minute because I had a slippage
Hey,
of the
Barbershop,
mind.
you better tell him to leave me alone. You
Yeah,
better
stop.
tell him to leave it alone. Okay.
Come on, stop. Come on, save it for when it's
I'm
supposed to really go down. Save
I
I don't want to get too disrespectful. I don't know who
I'm
you were.
standing up for a dead man. I don't take it as personal.
First of all, why are you standing up for him? Because I love Kobe. We
Yeah, I don't
Kobe
wanna
fans, so
I don't want to get
this
too
stops.
I'm
Let's stop
with
there.
my
Let's
dead
stop there.
homies. I don't play with my dead homies, man. So your man is good. I don't play with my
Yeah, like,
He said, "I don't play by my
dead
dead homies."
homies.
He
You
lied,
know your
man.
homeboys. I don't play with my dead homies, man.
Hey, listen, I don't play with my alive homies. So
Okay, but I'm telling you, this is my dead homie. He died on this. I don't play with this, man.
Okay.
I like it though. I respect
Yeah.
it.
I want you to get. I want you to like it. Like get carried away, like it. Yeah.
I don't
Not
want to get too
today.
carried away. it's gonna be like, damn, you speaking on the dead like that? Like for real? You can't speak on
No,
that.
you
Speak on him how you want. I'm just telling you. Speak on him how you want. I'm just telling you. Be careful.
Yeah, we're speaking out of respect. We're speaking out of respect. Brother Richard got photos up at Mamba Academy.
Okay.
Anyway, brother Richard, anyway, we ain't gonna go down. You know what I'm saying?
I told you better tell him.
Some people get to watch it on TV. Some people get to see it up close and personal.
Okay.
That's all I'm about to tell you. Okay.
Okay, I see we doing
That's cool too.
My boy K, I see you out here.
Yeah. Shout out to Kay Cunningham, man, who giving us a shout out. Double J, was you able to upload that to the studio?
We
today?
are live. We're ready to roll.
Oh, okay. You got it? Because I don't see it here. You got it here?
It's under banners.
Oh wow, I don't even know which one it is.
My bad. It says V2 and then V3.
Okay, got
I'm telling you right now, invite the world, barbershop. This is on my dead homie. Invite the world. Invite
He said it's going down.
Invite anybody you want. This is it right here. I'm tired. They've been disrespecting my man too long. You can bring the choir. You can bring the St. Mary's Church. You can bring them all. I'm tired of it.
Bring Sister Mary Francis on all of them.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Sister Gina Loyola, all of them.
Bring Sister Gina.
He said Regina George.
Grandma. You can bring them all.
Who was disrespecting Kobe though? I want to know this.
Okay. You are. Talking about using a speaker for
how?
The king don't need no speaker. He don't need no speaker. He good.
Okay.
He really don't. It speaks for itself.
Numbers speak for itself.
When y'all come to speak for him, you speaking over somebody that's a dead man who nobody speaks for him. People disrespect him. People don't speak for him.
Nobody disrespect Mamba. We not about to
everybody. Okay, but hold on.
Yes,
nobody don't
disrespect Mamba. Everybody disrespects Mamba.
Okay, hold on.
We not going for the bait.
Listen,
you ain't gotta go for the bait. They don't.
We want that guy, middle name Jeffrey.
No, they don't win for so Jeffrey. That a big whale done came up now. No,
we want.
We're talking about for real.
We want middle name Jeffrey.
Okay, listen. If anybody disrespecting, I'll tell you what. Ain't nobody doing. They ain't talking about him enough.
No, they disrespect.
And they should.
No,
that's what's disrespectful.
How you gonna have a GOAT conversation that Kobe's not in? How would that even exist?
Okay. No, we getting off stuff. Yeah, let's. Hey, I got some tourney talk action.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
And Kobe was disrespect.
Yeah,
he gets disrespected every day.
Yeah, when I put the script together, whatever it is, I had I told y'all, like the transmission on the '68 Buick that's been sitting in the garage too long. My mind sometimes be slipping. But I forgot March Madness was right next door, so to speak. But I did throw a little tourney talk in here. I want us to go around the room and give our takes on such. All I'm doing right now here is looking at the number 1 and number 2 seeds. I kind of got an issue with a couple of both. Of the number 1 and the number 2 seeds, but I'll list them here, obviously. And then when we get to the point of the bracket, like the Sweet 16 or whatnot, then we probably, come back to it and do our little Sweet 16 breakdown. But the number 1 seeds in this year's 2022 NCAA tournament: Gonzaga, Arizona, Kansas, and Baylor. How in the world, can somebody please tell me how in the world did Baylor get a number 1 seed? Is that like a?
Why are you surprised?
They balling out, maybe.
What are they balling out? How? Hang on a second. They lost.
Baylor,
I said maybe. I ain't watched too much.
They
Baylor.
lost in their quarterfinal. The last draw should have been the loss in the quarterfinal of their own bracket. Their tournament. They should have been moved. If you wanted to bump somebody up, go ahead and you could have bumped Kentucky up at that point for at least losing in their semifinal. But I cannot for the life of me. This committee had their minds made up.
Thank you.
A week ago.
Okay, but Double J, you're making the case here. That's what I'm saying. Why is anybody surprised? The NCAA does this every year.
Yeah,
but it's garbage. Because now my team has to,
we 15-2 at home.
Who 15-2 at home?
Baylor. That's what it say.
That's it. But that's
Yeah,
exactly why they can do this every year, because there's always an argument to be made. And when you bring in Baylor, you've brought in the entire state of Texas. You've brought in the Southwest. You've brought in a budget. You've added to your budget. So, of course, Baylor is in it. It's an NC2A. They want to make money.
Oh, Double J.
We're all watching in the next several weeks. It's March Madness. They got to have Texas has to be in it. It's business at this point. They're going to make it anyway. They're going to be in the 64. So why not put them in it as a number 1 seed? Why not?
Yeah, that makes sense, Brother Rich. I'm with you on that. I don't know. I lost for a minute there. I lost my head because all I'm looking at nowadays is Arnold Rothstein. If you don't know who Arnold Rothstein is, go look him up. That's why I'm gonna always keep going back.
I know who Sam Rothstein is.
Oh, she cracked the funny.
I bet you know who Diana Ross is too, because you always keep it quiet with you.
Brother Rich, would you stop poking him, man, so we can get
He hollering.
Yeah, he hollering.
It's not my fault, sir.
You hollering. We ain't said nothing yet. The choir is doing what they usually do. Don't even say nothing till I start singing, huh? All right,
oh
man.
wow,
Cool.
that's yeah. Y'all gonna need a new choir director over there. I see. Because he off himself. Anyway, fellas, in the back,
Franklin, you can chill.
I'm talking to the background. First of all, I got more hair than that dude on my face and on top of my head.
Let me see your head, then.
Never mind. We ain't about to do that. We don't do exposés on here now. My gosh, we don't do that. Okay, ain't no exhibitionism going on here, buddy. For my cats in the background, y'all okay with the number 1 seeds? Gonzaga, Arizona, Kansas, and Baylor?
No.
Who said no?
I'm trying to see why Auburn number 10.
Yeah. Hold on, but no, they're not number 10. They're number 2 seed, but we can get to them in a minute. Double J, you got an issue with Gonzaga, Arizona, and Kansas, and Baylor being number 1 seeds?
I got an issue with how they've been controlling the rankings for the last few weeks. I've watched certain teams lose. They're taking out of context or they're not incorporating losses that are happening on the road or how they're losing in, I'll give the example. Arizona loses to Colorado on the road, sure, but they lost by 14.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
And now they would move when they moved back 2 spots. Purdue loses at Michigan State on a buzzer beater. They move 4 spots.
Well, like to Brother Richard's point, though, man, it's politics. Don't get twisted for 1 minute. Politics.
Anybody coming
don't
to see
think politics
Purdue
ain't
play?
involved. Doc,
What?
yeah, what about you?
That's why you got a top 3 lottery pick on the team.
That's
But
why y'all
nobody
get bounced back.
What that got to do with?
But Double J, check the tape. Purdue is Purdue. There's a certain amount of loyalty that's there. That's guaranteed.
Hold it, Brother Rich, you got to get a little closer because you kind of sound far away when you speak.
Okay, no, I heard them loud and clear. And
Okay.
here's the thing: Kentucky got lost to no-name Texas A&M in the semifinal of their tournament. A team I don't even think Texas A&M made the tournament, and that's not and you're going to keep them on a 2 line, and then Purdue loses in the final of their tournament and beats the teams, all tournament teams like Michigan State. Like I've had enough of it. It doesn't. It makes 0 sense.
Like they said, it's all politics, man.
All politics.
That's what I'm saying. It's all
Nobody
politics.
wants to see a Purdue make
Anyway, you guys are coming anyway. You got a loyal fan base. You're going to be there. Purdue is in the 64. You're going to be there. Remember now, this part of it is politics, Double J. You know this better than anybody else. This is odds. This is marketing. This is about
parlays. FanDuel, DraftKings, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah.
The tournament is what's going to be exciting because it's mano a mano. Anybody can get knocked out.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what it is. But
Exactly.
getting in, the setup is all politics. We know.
Yeah, exactly. Doc, what say you? You got a problem with the number 1 seeds?
No, I have
Arizona?
no problem with it. Because like I said, I understand the politics behind it all. So I mean, it doesn't matter.
Well, speaking of those politics, why are we giving cupcakes like Gonzaga the free pass to number 1 seed every year?
Because
they play absolutely no odds.
Gonzaga has no chance of winning it all again.
Nope.
You gotta hope that they can at least get there so that they can take along their fan base. They have a national fan base that backs them, that always hopes they're gonna pull this mighty upset. Double J, Stay with what we're talking about. We know you know this. This is your industry. This is about the numbers. This is about marketing. This is about bringing them along, like LeBron and Clutch, bringing them along and making sure everybody believes the lie.
I know, man, but I'm not Brian Windhorst. I'm not gonna eat a basketball on live TV.
Well,
I'm sure it's not gonna follow a script.
Now you're not singing in the choir. You don't get the checks every week, so you wouldn't do it. But the reality is, it is what it is. That NCAA is going to do it, man. They're going to take those clutch. They're going to take that clutch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's look at the number 2 seeds: Duke, Auburn, Kentucky, Villanova. Well, I'm gonna say shout out.
You ready for another problem?
Shout out to Villanova, one of my teams.
Of course.
Absolutely. We sitting here talking about Purdue and Duke and
Vermont.
And
who beat Villanova on a neutral court this year?
Hey, let me tell you something. I have not watched a whole lot of college basketball this year. You know why? Because overall, the quality of play stinks. It does. It's not compelling either, to tell you the truth. And guess what? Well, you can look at all the numbers, whoever's this seed and then that seed, because I'm just putting 5. This is really stuff for the show. But if you look at the teams and how they play, there's no guarantee. Anybody could lose on the first night. They could all lose.
Why is that? But why is that, Baba Chop? Because here's the thing. But here's the
style
thing.
of play is garbage.
No, here's the thing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You cannot deny though. I happen, just like everyone else, to come across young men's tapes all the time. The seeds, as they seed these young players, there's more talent than ever before, but the teams are terrible because everybody now is playing for themselves. It's about me getting to the league. To hell with this team, where I play.
Right.
It's about AAU and here's my fault. That's what it is. That's what we're at.
Right. Yeah, you know what? College basketball.
Because there's some talent coming up. These young men are fabulous players. I saw recently, because unfortunately I don't get to follow the NBA as much as I should, because it's all about clutch. It's all about, whatever ESPN, NBA, and TNT tell us. And the choir sings along. Woo! And Jesus, pardon. But the point becomes that there's some young players in the league right now. There's some fabulous young talent in the NBA right now.
Hey, but listen.
I'm not just talking about John Morant. I'm talking about the young man that plays in Houston. There's a young man that plays down there in where is he at?
Toronto.
Toronto has a young boy. There's a lot of talent around the league that these young men are. Cleveland has a wonderful young team. There's a lot of talent.
Don't sleep on Cade.
Yeah, no. Cade should be rookie of the year. Cade should be rookie of the year. No question.
Cade should be rookie of the year.
He's not talked about, bro. But look at his numbers. He's not talked about enough. Look at Cade Cunningham's numbers.
We know Cade, we know Ja, but I'm not talking about them. Those are the superstars already. I'm talking about even the young men who I didn't even know their name. I know Cade, I know Ja, I know Zion.
Yeah, right,
I know them because they are who they are. But these young men that are coming up behind them who we don't even know was like, wait a minute, who is this kid who plays for? And you see,
but you know what college basketball is now? It's a stopgap.
Oh, absolutely.
College basketball is a conduit. It's a stopgap.
It's always been. Blame the NCAA. Don't blame the players. I tell you this.
No. I'm not blaming the player. I'm saying college basketball. In other words, the NCAA, whatever this is, the institution is now. It's on the way to getting to the league. You get what I'm saying? In other words, man.
But we got to. They did that to themselves. They committed. That's self-sabotage. Absolutely.
Yeah, no question. Because again,
you can't make $1 trillion and then have your workforce be in poverty and then tell people this is justified forever. And then when it's exploded and everybody sees
that's by design though. So
we know
exactly.
Every billionaire, that's how his company is.
Hold on.
We know
Go ahead, TJ. What you saying?
I'm just saying that's by design. We always just talking about that. Like every company, that's really how they successful. If they got people doing the work for cheap.
It's a cash grab. It's all they're treating it like this is just money for our university. We don't care about the kids. Yeah, we'll give you a scholarship, but other than that, that's it. You gonna bring me the money. They're paying to come see you play.
They ain't even getting there for education. They just getting there because they have to stop there, like you said.
Yeah, before they get to the NBA.
It's a gas station. They got to fill up right there first. Then they gonna move to the NBA.
But I guarantee you, the NCAA making way more money off them than they are off the NCAA.
That's no question.
That
no
one
question.
little full ride scholarship don't mean nothing when it comes to the amount of money they make for people coming to see that one player play.
You know what? And this might be a bad analogy, but I'm gonna throw it out here anyway. Yeah, I'm just in that kind of mood, I guess. But I was talking to my brother, who's a doctor or whatever, and we were talking about medicine and where medicine is at now. And I look at sports in the same light, almost different situations, obviously, but the premise is the same. He said, "Man, you know, the whole thing that went from process to procedure now." You understand what I'm saying? He said, I watched the game, man. It's become so heavy on money now and entertainment that the quality of it is not there. We always talk about, not always, but we often go back to our era, Brother Rich, or whatnot. When you watch St. John's, and I'm not making this is not a comparison thing, so please, let's not even go down that road. We don't got that kind of time. All I'm saying to you is, when you sat down to watch the Big East play.
Hey, hold on, time out. I got my security with me today for Rich, because he be hollering, man. Hey, Big Tino, come over here.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Got my security with me. I'm
So they got security.
Hey, TJ. What's up with it? What's up, bro? TJ, you don't understand though, man. Brother Rich. Oh Lord, yeah.
This man is. I'm defending my dead homie. This man gotta bring he gotta bring his national security advisor, his security experts, all on deck to defend a king, a man who got ESPN, Shannon Sharp,
I gotta say something.
The NSA,
hey, listen, hold on, Jay. Hold that thought. We're gonna take hold that thought. We can take a 30-second break right quick. We come back right there. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
SK Cunningham, and you watching the Shop Report.
Touch that dial. Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
All right, we back. Yes, indeed, we back. TJ, what was you getting ready to say?
Listen, y'all don't even know. Like, every person who came in here.
Whoa. Who in the heyo, as in mayo, is y'all? We not everybody, man. Could you please?
Listen, you don't even know what I'm about to say.
Now, when you said y'all, that was enough.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Go ahead, man.
Can I say it?
Yeah, but don't be talking about no y'all. I ain't from Kentucky.
Damn,
What?
Anyway, these people are bigger LeBron fans than I am. I know that's hard to believe, but
that's not hard to believe. That's why we're calling you a choir. That's not hard to believe at all.
Yeah, that's not not hard to believe. You think that's hard to believe, but it's not. But go ahead.
But listen, my brother said he loved Kobe way more than he loved Jordan right here.
Respectfully.
Okay, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well,
but,
good.
Boy Rich,
hold on, brother. Go ahead.
Your boy Rich, I had you believe that we don't like Kobe, bro. We love Kobe here.
Hey, but listen. Okay, listen. I'll take that from him. Because he said respectfully, and I like his demeanor right there. See what I'm saying? The body language tell me the man ain't lying. But I know you personally. I have yet to hear you in our conversations and constant debates and back and forth. You mentioned Kobe this much and mentioned somebody else too much. How you gonna say you love somebody you don't never talk about them? Man, cut me in or cut it out. Let me fix my glasses again so I can hear what you really ain't saying.
I hate to use the language of our young brothers and sisters who are involved in street life. But here's the thing, what I'm going to tell you. You represent a certain hood right now. Your hood is ESPN, Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright, all them people who always represent a language that says LeBron is the GOAT, and it's him and Jordan, and Kobe is not even in this conversation. So right now, I'm sorry that you and your brethren and your choir and your security and your management team and your social media squad, they all right now represent a neighborhood that we're coming against right now. Because right now, we riding for our dead homie that you all continue to disrespect, because Shannon Sharp and Kendrick Perkins and all these people who are spokespersons for the king that appear to suggest that Kobe Bryant was not the most fantastic basketball player the world has seen in the modern era, including Michael Jordan. And I intend to make that case on this. I
agree with you over Jordan
on this program and in the future date. But
I agree with you over Jordan.
I'm gonna close on this. I defer to Jordan because a student can never exceed his master. So I defer. We know Jordan is the GOAT, but the conversation that excludes Kobe is what we're talking about with you and your choir and your brethren.
All right, thank you very much.
Just representing LeBron James.
I'm just
when we talking about basketball and we making like references, certain references.
Yeah.
If you looking in the bag and you searching for a reference for a nigga, a person.
Hey.
Yeah. A person that's good at finishing games, to work through traffic, and good at in clutch spots. You ain't gonna reach in the bag for the worst candy in there. You gonna reach for the best candy in your bag.
Yeah, but guess what?
Kobe in the bag. I like Kobe, but I'm reaching for that brown candy every time.
Thank you.
But guess what? If the bag is all non-laters, I mean, the flavors might be different, but they're all the same candy.
Good point. Good point.
Okay, so I mean, at the end of the day, man, we're gonna get to that at a later date. Really, you know what I'm saying? Can we please move along with the show?
Listen, you keep saving him, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I asked
you keep
everybody.
pushing that date back. You're saving him. This guy right here.
Hey, listen, we would have did it this upcoming Sunday, but I had something come up. I told you all I got to go out of town or whatever it is, but that's why I wasn't able to do it. But believe me, it's coming. Oh, it's definitely coming, because we can really put a lid on all of this. Can we move along, please? Thank you very much. Doc, you over there?
All right, cool. Now this is the last thing on that topic, bro.
Okay.
That wasn't even a topic. Can me and Rich?
Wasn't even a topic.
Listen, can me and Rich pick the storylines, the topics that we want to talk about? Because I see now that Rich want to involve Kobe in this GOAT debate. That's okay.
Want to involve?
You want to involve him.
Himself. You want to involve. He's already involved. The idea that you would even say want to involve is an insult. He's involved. It's Kobe.
Absolutely.
Listen, man. You got LeBron, you got Jordan, you got Kareem, and then you got another level below. You got Kobe, you got Shaq, you got.
Young man, I know you got your security.
You got all them other people. I'm just letting you know, bro. It just levels to it, man.
Yeah, it's levels to it. It's levels to it. But right now,
we gonna push forward though.
Yeah, thank you. Cause you talking about it's levels to it. Yeah, right now you're on garage level. Anyway, moving right along. So,
keep pushing the buttons. That man right there in the top left.
You sound crazy. Kobe is on the same level as him, man. You can't not.
Hey, can we please? I
fault,
told you I got a lot. Thank you very much.
Can you drive down to Ohio and talk some sense to that young man?
He's not on Mount Rushmore, bro. I'm sorry. No,
what? Oh my God.
I don't really like the yellow now letters like that.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, we don't like the yellow and purple now letters on Mount Rushmore.
Okay, got
you.
Well,
look, LeBron is on there, and currently right now he's rocking yellow and purple, so he ain't on the Mount Rushmore.
He been on it.
You just said you don't like yellow and purple on Mount Rushmore.
Hey, God, I see how you got in on that, bro. I got you, my boy.
I was cool all of it until you said he wasn't on the same level as Jordan. I can't get with you on that one, dog. You have to miss me with that one.
This is part of what we're talking about, Doc. This is the constant.
You gotta miss me on that one. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. We got a schedule. We gotta get to.
Please, thank you. We got a schedule here. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Let's. I
feel you, brother Rich. I feel you. You got to involve him in that conversation.
Okay.
Can we get into some of our NFL news? Thank you very much. All right. I mean, we might be a little late to the party, but if I'm not mistaken, there's been a lot of transactions going on here in the NFL. And shout out right quick to Major League Baseball, I guess, and the players for coming together. And now we're gonna have a baseball season. You know what I'm saying? There were no fundamental changes to whatever rules the case may be, but at least the players still get paid for 162. But I still think they got issues. But anyway, Russell Wilson is a Bronco? Oh, my. How you feel about that, Doc?
They still gonna be trash.
Hey, Brother Rich, what about you? How you feel about Russ being a Bronco?
Still going to be trash. Seattle is going to be the Seattle Seahawks in Denver.
Yep.
It's just next door in terms of states anyway. So, yeah.
Double J, what about you? Man, you know what? I forgot we got Double J. Let's get Double J back in here on the program, man. On the P-Rogram.
I haven't gone anywhere.
I know, but I mean, you know, Brother Rich and TJ, you know what I'm saying? They want to have a debate right now, even though I said we got a script, man. Yes, well, you know, man.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Go ahead, Double J. How you feel about Russ being a Bronco?
Wow. You know, again, I think their defense is underrated. It'll improve, but you know, getting in as the wild card, it's about the best you got there.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, well, we'll see. It was some talk. I don't know how true it is, but it was some talk about Von Miller probably going back over there. But I don't think he's gonna go back to the Broncos. I think he's gonna stay with the Rams. TJ in the quartet in the background, baby. What it do? What you say about Russ, or what y'all say about Russ being a Bronco?
He should have came to the Browns. Forget the Broncos, but they're not that division. That division crazy, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but whoa. Did he have a no trade clause? Didn't he have a no trade clause?
Yeah, but I think he would. I guess he wanted to get up out of Seattle though. So.
Yeah, but he didn't want to come here, unfortunately. But go ahead. Yeah,
he shouldn't have went to Denver either.
Yeah, I mean, I say that too.
Yeah, I didn't see Denver.
I could see if he went to a contender, but Denver.
I mean, like the Saints, somebody like the Saints in that division, I would have went there.
No, they got a Jameis Winston. They don't need Russell Wilson.
Hold on, what?
They got a Jameis Winston. That boy was balling before he got hurt. Do not forget the record they had before Jameis Winston went down.
I might put my microphone back on mute.
Don't forget, I'm saying you can't forget the season the Saints were having before Jameis Winston got hurt. They was balling. They don't need a Russell Wilson.
Bruh, how many seasons has he started off balling and then end up like
he got hurt? We don't know what was going to happen last year, but it looked like they was going to be good. They don't need a Russell Wilson there. Keep working with Jameis Winston. It's working for them.
As many touchdowns as
it's working. That was in Tampa.
Year.
That was in Tampa.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, though, he looked in the whatever portion of the season he played for the Saints. He looked a lot better for that portion than he did at any time in Tampa Bay.
Balling.
And he probably threw for a whole lot of yards one season in Tampa Bay, but a whole lot of interceptions.
That boy was
balling.
What? Give him the full season.
I'd take him over Baker.
Yeah, I would.
We already know that goes without saying. Oh, really? That's
give him a full season in New Orleans, then I come back and holler at you on that TJ.
So in other words, you take him over Baker.
Hey Jay, your boy Jason Carr was telling me in the text earlier that Watson I don't think he want to come here.
Listen, you ain't got to tell me, man. I've been watching the Browns since 1978, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, man, but everybody want to keep looking at the glitz and the glamour and the hope.
All we need is a quarterback. You can't deny
all we need,
Brother Rich.
Hey, y'all got a Mark Cooper
good white quarterback.
Yes, sir.
Now let's keep it real.
No, nobody's not listening. I'm telling you, the Browns. I'm not disagreeing. The Browns need an elite quarterback
that the city will accept.
But guess what, though?
Quarterback. Then that team is set to go to the Super Bowl.
You're overstating that. Yes, I'm not in disagreement with that, but I'm gonna use the same premise you use for why certain players don't want to play in New Orleans and why certain players don't want to play in them other markets in basketball. It's the same thing here, man.
There's nothing here.
Unless the Browns.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the difference.
No, bro, I'm trying to tell
you. Because I'm the person that told you that in terms of basketball. I've said this to you all the time. Basketball is a different culture. The NFL is a different culture than NBA. NBA culture is different. In the NFL, because you can go to your city and kind of just live there during the season, you know it's going to be winter. A lot of those quarterbacks coming out of those colleges like North Dakota, they won't mind living in Cleveland for 4 months or playing quarterback and then living in California the rest of the year or whatever they got to do. Or playing their career there because they got to play in places like Green Bay. They can do that. That's football.
Okay, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something a player told me probably about 5 or 6 months ago. Was it the last time I went out to training camp? He said, yes, the culture here has changed. And you'll probably get a few guys to come through here and whatnot. He said, but guess what? For the most part, it's still talking to building about Cleveland is the place you come to get a check.
I absolutely agree with that.
These guys still see Cleveland as some NBA players see them cities you've been talking about. I'm telling you, man, this ain't not. This is not. This might be new to y'all because the Browns and some of y'all are younger than me. I'm 52 years old. I'm trying.
If we can get one quarterback to go in there for a couple of years, the team is poised to go to the Super Bowl.
Let me tell you how close the Browns have come to having an elite quarterback, if you want to call it that. Brian Sipe, 1980 when he won the NFL MVP. And I'm a Miami Hurricane fan, and I won't even say Bernie. I was in the shop yesterday. I wish Twin had came on here today because he said it best. He's like, man, the Browns, he said, bruh, all our lives, man, the Browns ain't never had nobody that you could consider elite. Never. He said, I ain't talking about
Bernie Kosar won the league.
Man, no, listen. I'm listen. You talking to a Miami Hurricane fan, bruh, since before you was born. I'm a Kosar fan. But Kosar wasn't on the listen. John Elway beat the Browns 3 times, and the roster he had, if you look at the roster that Elway had with them Broncos compared to the Browns roster, man, that Broncos roster was garbage.
I don't know about that, bro. My boy Shannon Sharp was on that roster.
No, he was not.
Oh,
no,
okay.
He was not. No, when John Elway beat the Browns 3 times in the AFC Championship, the only thing that he had really as far as offensive weapons was the 3 amigos, Ricky Nattil, Ricky Sanders, not Ricky Sanders. I forget the other 2 guys' names. Go look them up. They were nice, but man, I'm trying to tell you, like Twin said, we ain't had nobody that could get us over the hump. Elite guys get you over the hump, right? We talking about, I was born in 69, bro. I've been watching the Browns since I was 5. Now, I might not have understood everything I was watching at that time, but throughout my years, bro, we ain't had nobody. These guys do not, the Browns, they're going to have to draft somebody and develop them. But free agents, man, Cleveland.
Well, why is that not a possibility? That we can steal a quarterback and draft and develop him like.
Okay, but I'm telling you right now, it ain't a
trade
quarterback.
for him.
It ain't
You
a
go for
quarterback in
draft
this
picks.
draft.
Or
Now,
trade
that's
for him.
okay. That's what you're gonna have to do
You
then.
go for draft picks. You got to
That's
let
what
him
I-
go
but
if
if
you
you
want
I'm
a
thinking
superstar
that
quarterback.
he's poised to trade for a quarterback.
Hey, but listen,
I'd
let me
rather
say
trade
this.
than do the draft because that's too iffy. You don't know what
Thank-
they're gonna do when they get to the NFL. Like college, everybody look good, but when they get to the NFL, that separates the men from the boys. And just because you look
No
good
question.
in college, don't mean you're gonna show off on
We
my
always
No,
pick bad from college reviews. Since 2000, every quarterback we got the wrong one in the draft.
Yep.
Hey, let him come to the front. Let this young man right there. Put him in the front. Because that's what I'm talking about
Why,
right
Dollar
there.
Shop? Because when I asked you about Baker Mayfield, you told me you liked that pick.
Hold on, and I'm
Back then we did like it.
Hold on,
Why?
listen. And
I hated this.
I never liked it.
Hold on.
Barber Shop is the one that told me no.
He
Give
reminded
it
me
a
of Johnny
chance. He's
Manziel.
a good quarterback.
I'm about
I
to
see
tell
Johnny
you.
Manziel all day long.
I'm about to tell you. If you're gonna quote me, please be specific. That's all
Well,
I ask, and
well,
I'll
I'm
tell you what
leaving
I
it to
said.
you to speak for
I was
yourself.
sitting in the shop. We were all watching the draft. Okay. When they selected him number 1, we all were incredulous. We all looked at each other like, huh? But then I told you, I said, I got the guy. What's been my motto, man? Like Tony Dungy said, when they asked him about the building them teams in Tampa and Indianapolis, when he had Peyton Manning, all that, he said, look, man, he said, I don't get all of the hoopla over a first round or number 1 pick and all of that. He said, any pick can be a hit or miss, regardless of where he picked that in the draft. He said, but do you have the people in place who understand how to minimize that risk? That's what I base mine on. And at that time, when I said the pick itself, I wanted Josh Allen. I did. But here's the deal.
Josh Allen would have been a better fit too.
I keep telling y'all what happened. That email or messages came out right before he got drafted, bro. About him saying, I think he was saying the N-word or something. He did something.
Yeah, right. Right. But what I
that might have been our pick.
But what I placed my stock in, Brother Rich, was John Dorsey. I told everybody in the shop, I said, okay, he don't look like the guy. All right. But at the end of the day, you look at all the other moves Dorsey and all of them made, I got to see if it's going to shake out. So I was with it. I like the dude's moxie and all that old kind of stuff. But here, we see 3 years later, dude got a little Johnny Manziel in him. Okay, it is what it is. He a little arrogant in the whole 9. But I'm going to say this to you about the Browns. even though things are different and they got a team built. All of the national folk pundits are saying that they got a team built for whatever. But here's the deal. Nobody can understand why you go get a guy like Amari Cooper, but you're going to keep Baker Mayfield.
Jay, so do you think Baker need another shot?
No, to be honest with you, no. And I was a fan of his, but
not in Cleveland.
He had his chance, dog. He had Jarvis Landry.
So you saying not
Kareem
he's
Hunt.
done with the NFL, but not here?
No, not here. Not
but
here.
I gotta believe that the Browns are about to make a move.
And that's possible.
He had his chance, bro. Look at the weapons he had. He had Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry. He had both Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Because look, you can all see it. Everybody looking at the team can see the only problem is the quarterback. Everybody,
exactly.
Hey,
but let me throw this out here, then we're gonna get Double J to weigh in because he's sitting over there patiently. Double J, I appreciate you for raising your hand. Unlike somebody else on the bottom left corner program.
Unbelievable.
Like to Brother Richard's point, everybody can see that all they are missing is a quarterback. But how often has that been the case since the Browns came back in 1999?
I mean, that ain't never been the case.
I don't know.
That's always been the case, bruh. Since 1999, it's always been the case.
Yeah, but
like they always need a
That's always been the case.
Here's the difference, Barbershop. Here's the difference.
Ain't no difference.
No, there is a difference.
No.
No, sir, I would respectfully
explain.
Okay.
We got Twitter, where people are talking about you at every waking moment. When people are seeing everybody in real time. We got social media. We got Facebook. We got where people are actually seeing this. Novice football people are seeing this and saying, wait a minute, this team, there's a problem here. So now who's to quote unquote blame? Who's going to trend? Who's going to be involved here where there's going to be an issue where we say, man, what is wrong with this team? And at what point do they trade? Do they make a move? Are they going to continually be held to 25 years ago, my grandpappy's, this ain't my grandpappy's Browns and
hey,
boys.
Guess what? Listen, hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna hold you to whatever it is that you were and that you still are.
No,
if you still showing me,
this is not. I told you this before, and I'll say it on this program. That this Browns franchise is going to the Super Bowl. How they get there, we only know, but they're on their way to the Super Bowl, and you heard it here on this program.
Okay, yeah, right. And I heard it last year, and I heard it the year before, and I heard it the year before that, and I heard it the year before that. Man, come on, man. Yeah, we know.
Mayfield. Okay, I see your point, brother Rich. But until they replace Baker Mayfield, they ain't going nowhere. I give them first round.
That's my point.
That they made.
Do y'all? Hey, listen, but do y'all think the injury really caused him to play bad?
That's selfish on his behalf.
Let's be honest. Did it
No. I mean, if you're being realistic, no. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. If all the Browns need is a quarterback, why has it taken them since 1999 to try to find one?
Because they don't think that.
Last thing, I'm just gonna say,
they don't.
Deshaun Watson fell into their lap, and they just passed up on him.
They passed up on a whole lot of. They passed up. They could have had Josh Allen. They could have had Donovan McNabb. They could have had Deshaun Watson. They could have had Lamar Jackson. Listen, it's something in that. Listen, I was trying to tell you.
Hey, Lamar in Cleveland.
Listen. The Browns are entirely different. I'm not disagreeing with that, but for whatever reason, no matter whose nameplate is on the door for making a difference at that position, the results have always been the same. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These guys have had 700,000 regime changes, and they all do the same and have the same ineptitude. Come on, man. All my life? Come on, bruh. It shouldn't take 40 years for you to find an elite quarterback.
Okay, but let me.
Well, I'm a Lions fan, so I mean,
there's another city with a major league team called the Chicago Cubs. And there are generations of their people that said that the Cubs were just like that. They ended up winning. The Red Sox were like that. And I'm here to tell you.
I know after how many years?
Longer than the Browns.
100.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the Browns are on that pace to get there in the modern era. And you again, I'll just leave it here. You heard it on this program that just as somebody's gonna pass Kareem and be spoken of as some gold or some king or whatever. You heard on this program that the Browns are going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like I said, until they, stop drafting Tim Couches of the world, they ain't
When's
going
the last
nowhere.
time they made a bad draft? When's the last time?
At the quarterback position?
No, I didn't say the quarterback position. I said the last time.
I couldn't tell you, but it's the quarterback position they can't get right.
Better and better every year.
Double J, y'all off script, man. Double J been waiting to weigh in. All right, I'm put myself back on mute.
Okay, yeah, you should stay on mute. Why don't you? And raise your hand the next time. Go ahead, Double J.
Well, look, considering I was there for a handful of games this season, I would love to give Baker the benefit of the doubt and say he was injured and he kept forcing his way back in there too soon. But what kind of ticked me off was the team and the offense moved better with when
Case Keenum.
Yeah, when Case Keenum came in. And then, I mean, even as decimated as they were for that Raiders game, they were still competitive, where it showed if there was, to everyone's point, if there was any kind of competence at that position, the ceiling that they could have had was just frustrating. But even despite being in there, the fan base is very bipolar. By the end of that Raiders game, they were fighting each other.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
So
but
to your point, you've highlighted something that even like Doc pointed out with the Lions. I mean, they had Stafford and they still couldn't get it done. And that took them, the Bobby Lane curse has been since 1965, I believe. So it's not, there's no guarantees with that position. Stafford had to prove everything this year to say to hold water that his number one pick was worth it. And so traditionally, those same statistics actually go against drafting a quarterback number one overall, because outside of even guys, I think like Peyton Manning, like it would have been like 20 plus years since anybody was effective at the role. So my point is, like you guys have all said, hey, the league kind of proves, who's capable of doing what. So let me ask, if Barbershop, you've said yourself that you can't get a black quarterback in Cleveland. So do you want Jimmy Garoppolo then?
No. Listen. I will agree with all of the national pundits. The Browns have more talent on the roster from top to bottom than I've seen since I've been watching them, even during the Colts years. I'm giving you that.
We got a Super Bowl roster
on both sides of the ball, both offense and
quarterback, except quarterback.
Yeah, I'm
and my boy was just saying that Case Keenum with the offense, it flows way better when he was in.
Hey, and listen, and thank you, TJ. I was getting ready to say that. I would let Case Keenum have it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, for real. Though.
Hey, for real, like we tied.
I would let Case Keenum have it.
I'm trying to see why he hurt two different areas, and they would not let Keenum play for nothing. The owner had to be
because it's Mayfield saying, "I'm good, I got this."
And
because all the commercials, that's the only reason.
Exactly, he got progressive commercials. He got all these commercials and all this kind of ad revenue that's coming in.
Yeah,
they have to let him play. Yes,
absolutely. Yeah, they got to let. And this is last year.
This is last year. I'm saying be on the lookout that a trade package might be happening before the trade or around trade time. Just be on the lookout with this Amari Cooper, because I don't see Amari Cooper settling in Cleveland. Unless
listen,
another
Amari Cooper, and on top of that, Amari Cooper signed a 1-year deal, so they better do something, because as it stands right now, you went and got a guy
for nothing. We got him for free though.
Because remember,
but you still want you
remember now, it's been proven Odell Beckham came to LA and won a title. So now it's not Odell's fault anymore. Now that's what I'm
trying to say.
The world knows, no, it's Baker's fault. We could have believed it, maybe, but now we know. Oh, wait a minute, Odell came and played.
He had a touchdown and everything.
That was the best.
Okay, so that's my point, TJ. You whether you got him for free or not, I won't say that's irrelevant. But what did you get him for? Who are you trying to pair him? You got him here to produce, didn't you?
Him and Jarvis Landry. That's what they put him there for.
That's what I'm trying to say, brother.
Landry gone. Landry up out here.
I think Landry gonna stay.
No, they say
Landry
he
ain't
asked
going
for
nowhere.
a
But I'm
trade.
saying that's what they got Odell Beckham for, to compliment Jarvis
Just like
Landry
how
on the other
Robert
side of the
Johnson,
field.
they got
Hold on, who
something
said
to
that?
say
Who said
for-
that? B win. B. You think Landry gonna stay?
Yeah, he's gonna stay because I
right.
believe something is in play for a good quarterback coming here.
Okay, that's all right. All right, I'm with that. But we all know, as it stands right now, you go get you got Amari Cooper, and you gonna still have Baker. Do that look? What that look like to y'all?
Well, this
That
is
looks
why
like I'm getting my weapons back, so I can get rid of
I don't
Baker
know.
and
They
bring
said
the
he
quarterback
the best.
into a good situation.
Listen, so they was claiming that Odell wasn't running routes right, but Amari is the best route runner in the game. They say.
Right.
So I'm just saying that's
that
what
ain't
they say.
it, man. But
I'm gonna
here,
tell you what they're doing.
Hold on. Let Double J go ahead. What was you saying, Double J?
Amari already called Dak the black Kirk Cousins. You
Hey,
can't
yes,
bring
he did.
the
I heard about
actual
that.
Kirk Cousins in.
Yeah, I heard
And
about that.
So that ain't gonna work. And then on top
Not
of
down
that,
in Texas.
what are we gonna do now? Are we getting petty? Where all right, I'm gonna get you Jerry Rice to come run routes so Baker can overthrow him. Come on, man. Hell no.
Yeah.
You got to do something. Move the man.
Yeah, I think so. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. Otherwise, what was the move for Cooper?
Nowhere.
Baker is out.
Stay in Dallas and figure it out.
Oh my God, people on here.
But what I think
is that my man? Is that my man over there, the security professional? He say Baker is out.
No, this is my assistant right here.
No, Baker
Oh, okay.
is out.
Oh, TJ, you got a whole.
Yeah,
You got
assistant, what? He's the
This
assistant
is
choir
my secretary. You gotta get on the camera.
He's the assistant
Yeah.
choir.
That's my secretary.
Oh, where y'all at?
Hey,
How are you?
Right.
hey, how you?
Where?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm
All right.
good. How y'all doing? Oh my God.
All righty then. It's all good. Yeah, man. But at the end of the day, man, you can't go. I know it, like I said, it's a 1-year deal. Whatever you got him for, $2.10. Okay, you got Amari Cooper here. But what did you bring him here for?
I'm telling you what it was for.
If the quarterback position is the one thing that needs fixing. You see, that does not make sense to me. They have to do something.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Do something. And to your point, brother, go ahead, Doc. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I feel like it's a setup. They're gonna keep him there for a year.
Keep who there for a year?
Amari. Keep
Okay,
him there for a year, and then the following year, we're gonna give up Baker and a couple draft picks to get us that quarterback we need to complement the Jarvis Landry over here and the Amari Cooper over here. Like, come on, bro.
But guess what? Okay, but who's to say?
Work.
Yeah, but who's to say a year from now though that you're gonna have them kind of options?
And it's not going to work. And because here's the thing: check the tape, check on this program. We said on this program that Odell Beckham was not going to stay in Cleveland. It was not going to work.
Yeah, we knew that. Right.
We
Yeah.
said that on this program.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get Amari to come there and stay long term. No,
Rich.
If you get another quarterback, you could.
Rich, but it wasn't Odell's fault. Now we thought it would be somewhat his fault. It was not his fault.
No, I agree, but I never
That's
thought
what
it
he's
was
saying.
his fault. That's what I told him. It wasn't going to be his fault. He was either going to win or he was going to want to leave. And that's the reality. You can't get players to come there and commit long term unless they're winning. So now, if you get Amari to come there and get a real quarterback and he starts winning, you got a chance of signing him to a longer term deal. Any player that's coming there, they're coming there to win, not just to play, not just to. They're going to collect a contract for a couple of years or show their skills, but they ultimately want to get out of there unless they're winning. So we got to get a quarterback in there. You got Myles Garrett. You got a team. You got a real
listen.
team there. No, you can't blow that. You can't do
and
that.
Hey, man, that linebacker we picked up last year.
Yes.
Okay, but listen. Let me say this. The Browns window this is the Browns window.
Shorter than anybody in the league.
The Browns window, because at some point you got to think about it. You're gonna have to start paying the Mileses. You're gonna have to, guys gonna have to get paid. And even though I think the salary cap did go up, did the salary cap go up, Double J?
Absolutely.
It did go up. So I mean, you're gonna have a little bit more money to spend or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's still the plan is
25 million.
Contract.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I'm with you on that, brother Rich. They're gonna have to do something.
Right.
They cannot not do something, and it's got to be breaking news.
And you're not gonna tell me that I'm Myles Garrett and I'm gonna re-sign in Cleveland to play with a loser when I can play in Dallas, San Francisco, Atlanta, the Raiders.
No, since when you start?
Hey, but listen.
Hold on, TJ. Hold on. I'm not about to let Brother Rich slide on
Matt
that.
Ryan is your answer.
I said
Yeah, did you say Dallas?
Yeah, that's what I said. You
know you got to reference. You know you got to
Rich.
Why would I not say that if I'm a football player and I can sign with the Dallas Cowboys and make all that revenue off the field?
Hey, he's a real Dallas fan.
He came from Texas too, didn't he?
Who came from Texas?
Exactly, he comes from Texas.
Yeah, right.
Hey, hold on. He come from Texas, but the Texans don't want him.
No,
they don't want him. That's why we ain't got him.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, look, I'm going to make this very clear. Remember, Baker's making $18 million this year.
Facts.
So to move him is going to require a draft pick to a team that knows they are not a contender this year, or they're trying to offload a quarterback themselves, which is a very, very thin list.
They better highlight the Lions.
And according to our host, historian, back in the municipal days, that
get it right.
Well, whatever. It has to. He's got to be a pale face as well. So that leaves Matt Ryan as your only option.
No, we can't do that.
No. Hey, you gotta give me somebody better than that.
Yeah, gotta be better than that.
What's out there?
Who's
really out there?
Gotta be better than that.
You got Kirk Cousins.
You gotta give me somebody better than that, bro.
And we already heard what Amari said, so he's out. That ain't gonna work. You got Jimmy Garoppolo and you have Matt Ryan.
I'll take give me Garoppolo. I mean, give me
that also. Gotta be better than that. No.
Okay, but
give me Brady for a year. Give me Brady saying, look, they got everything I need. I can play in the cold for 1 year.
Go right over there.
No, Brady going to the 49ers, so he's going back to town.
Give me Brady for a year.
Yeah, and that's the next one we was gonna bring up here.
Or can you get a disgruntled Kyler Murray? Do you want a disgruntled?
No. Hey, listen. I just told you all. The Browns' window is like this. Kyler Murray is an immense talent. But if you hear what they're saying about him around the league,
what are they saying?
The Browns don't have time to waste time on a guy who they don't know if he needs to mature or if he needs to grow up a little bit or need the leadership.
You believing that? No.
Listen, I'm not saying I believe it. What I'm saying is they believe it.
I don't care what. Hey, listen. I don't care what they believe. Give me Kyler Murray. Okay, he's a Pro Bowl type talent.
They're not going to bring Kyler Murray here, man. Would y'all please stop with the fantasy? They're not going to bring Kyler Murray here. Listen. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen, I can't tell you on the show what I heard them type of dudes say at the Browns training camp facility when I was sitting there talking to the trainers. I keep telling y'all, man, they're not going to do it, man. If they
I take him over Baker.
Hey, listen, did you hear me say I wouldn't do that? Come on, I didn't say that. I ain't crazy. I might be a little off, but I ain't crazy.
But they don't have the time to waste on Kyler Murray.
Thank you. That's my.
What are y'all saying, man?
What are we wasting time on? He was one of the most productive fantasy quarterbacks.
Did you see his first half of the season?
If he's the player that they say he is and he's causing all the problems that he's causing, we don't have time for you and your
y'all just said Jameis Winston name, bro. He stole out of a supermarket for chicken wings and stuff, bro.
Listen,
do that.
But guess what though?
Man, he stole crab legs, bro.
Terrible, nephew.
Yeah, but guess what though? Jameis Winston, whether you like it or not, he fits the eye candy.
No, he does not.
Yeah, he does, man. He's sick. But listen, he's sick.
Listen, that old
crazy, man. You see this 3-game workout?
Listen, no, did you hear what I said? Listen, Listen, what do players get drafted on mostly? What do players get drafted on mostly? Thank you. Players get drafted in the NFL mostly on do he fit? Do he got the arm strength? What do he run in a 40? And if he's 6'8" or 6'4", 6'5", what is his hand size and all that kind of, they use the measurables to draft guys. Right or wrong, like Ryan Leaf, excuse my French, he shouldn't have never been drafted. What was he drafted on? Blaine Gabbert, he should have never been drafted. What was he drafted on? Sam Darnold, well, he should have never been drafted. What was he drafted on? Too many of these guys draft guys on what the eye look like. With Kyler Murray and what they saying about him, I'm not saying that. I'm telling you what these guys on NFL Network and all.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I want to know, bro.
They knocking him right now. Listen, before.
Man, I don't care what them people are saying about that young man.
They don't have to pay him. He wants to be
listen,
paid.
but them people in them circles, they care about that kind of stuff. That's I don't care.
That would care about that kind of stuff. I would never think you would care about that.
And he win games.
Listen,
hold on. We win games,
so Rich. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Listen,
me either. I can't believe. Jay,
listen,
you are.
This is not me saying this. This is me telling you what they are saying.
We don't care.
But they do.
We don't.
Listen, okay, y'all
they don't win Super Bowls. And long as you can go in the locker
Jimmy
room
Haslam. But Jimmy Haslam is listening to them people, man.
No, we're saying no. A good GM doesn't listen to them people because he knows.
I said Jimmy Haslam, the owner.
But a good owner does not listen to them. He lets his people.
He's not a
good owner.
He's not a good owner.
Hey, God, you can't speak on that. You a Lions fan, bro.
Hey, our owners ain't good either. I can speak on horrible owners. I can speak on horrible owners. We have horrible owners.
0-16 before we did.
You don't like the Browns management?
No, but y'all follow right behind us, so it don't matter.
I don't care. Hold on. Calvin Johnson and stuff, bro.
We both on the short bus in the back with that 0-16 helmet on.
It's not that I don't like the Browns management right now. I don't like the Browns management being reminiscent of all the other managements that have been here and some of the moves that they've made.
No. I like Barry. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like how he.
I didn't say I didn't like Browns management. I said some of them.
You don't because we're telling you that
you're a Cowboys fan. Now hit the button for that.
Yes. This is where your Cowboys fandom shows. This is what we try to tell you.
So let me
These
ask you.
are the moments where it shows because you keep wanting to relegate.
I'm not no Cowboys fan, but let me ask.
Bernie Kosar right to Dallas.
Let me ask you this. I can go back and check the P-rogram. Whatever we saying now was said 3 years ago, and ain't nothing changed.
Not true. Not true.
It is true.
How is it true? The Browns are in every major discussion when football is discussed.
They're always in the headlines. Cleveland is always in the head. They're always front and center in the headlines.
No, sir.
But whatever it is, that's the headlines say it never translates on the field. It don't translate on the field the way it should.
These are new headlines that the Browns are in the headlines, sir. That's what we're telling you.
I ain't gonna lie. I was all for the Browns when they first got Baker Mayfield.
And we're saying that when the Browns get a real quarterback, which could be as soon as this trading deadline, that this team will continue on its road toward the Super Bowl. And again, you heard it on this program. That's all.
And until that happens,
I don't know about
it's
winning
the same
Super Bowl.
old.
Hey, listen, we just got Deshaun Watson for a 1st and 2/3.
There it is.
Is that real? Is that real?
No, I'm lying.
So you really right?
Hey, our host was gonna fall out.
Well, he is the speaker for the king. He's a liar. He's a liar by nature. He's the speaker for the king. Come on, let's be honest.
I see, TJ. I see you. I see you lost your background singers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on now, I got you.
They found out he was speaking for the fake king, so they left.
Hey, Rich, I got you real good right there, man.
Real good on that one.
Hey, what y'all think about Tom Brady coming out of retirement?
Man,
I wish he would come to the Browns.
Yeah, I know, I do too.
We good. They say they still got the same Tampa Bucks. Yeah, we good.
They saying
I wish I had $1 million right now.
Where they saying he going?
They say he going to the 49ers. It's gonna be Tampa or the 49ers.
If he
already
goes to the
said
49ers,
he returning to Tampa. He tweeted it. He said he's coming back to be a quarterback in Tampa Bay.
Okay, I'm about to say because if he go to the 49ers, the Garoppolo's coming here.
Yep, for sure.
I'm just saying, if you go to the 49ers, you can expect Jimmy Garoppolo, the game manager, the guy that can't get you over the hump either.
Hey, listen, now y'all know he was begging his wife every day, like, baby, can I please go back? Can I play? I'm bored. He was bored at home.
Man, you don't have to beg her. That's Tom Brady.
Right.
I bet he was begging.
He said right now ain't his time to be on the sidelines. He still wants to play football.
Facts. And the reality is this. Giselle is going to be there.
And no matter what. She's going to be there if he's going to play.
I guarantee you she gave him the green light.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yeah,
but she had to give him the green light because she's always going to be there. Football and the opportunity to win the Super Bowl is not.
Listen, Giselle is worth a couple of $100 M's herself, so she ain't always got to be there.
You can get a few Giselle. I'm sorry to tell you that.
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah.
Giselle ain't just the average woman.
No, she's
Tom Brady ain't just the average man either. Like, what you talking about?
I'm not trying to tell you.
I'm just saying Giselle is.
Tom Brady ain't Mr. Magoo.
Now you know who is the dude who bought his last touchdown ball at auction.
Oh my God, that's crazy, bro.
I know he's punching
he's
it.
Dry heaving right now. Yeah, he's doing a whole Cuba Gooding Jr. and Boys in the Hood right now.
Yeah,
he crying.
No, he doing a radio. He doing a radio right now. Cuba Gooding radio is what he doing.
Yeah, he's upset. Like 500,000 for this no good ball no more.
Didn't that just happen this morning though?
Yeah.
That's when I got the news.
Yeah, or yesterday.
Yeah, it happened.
What do we make of Calvin Ridley getting suspended for a year for FanDuel, basically? But at the end of the day, the other suspensions seem more severe in nature. You know what I mean? Yet the penalty was far less. Ray Rice got 6 games for what he did. Greg Hardy got 4 games for what he did. Adrian Peterson got 6 games for what he did. Hold on. Ezekiel Elliott got 6 games for what he did. Josh Gordon got 6 seasons pretty much. And let's not forget the Dolphins owner, Stephen Ross. See, they sweeping that under the rug right now because we ain't heard no more about that. You know what I mean? What they going to do about him if they're doing whatever they're doing to Calvin Ridley? Go ahead, TJ.
So listen,
since you ain't raise your hand.
None of that involved the integrity of the game. That's
what?
It.
You asking Steve? It's in the case of Stephen Ross. You asking somebody to
No,
lose?
Not him. I don't know that case. I'm talking about the players. So I don't know Stephen Ross, but I'm talking about the players. None of that involves the integrity of the game. Even though this guy wasn't playing and was getting his mental right, he's still a player in the NFL. That rule. You see what happened in baseball. That guy just got out of what he just
Pete Rose.
Like,
okay, hold on, but let me say this, bro. For the NFL to come out, what was it, a month or two ago when we talked about they're gonna put a halt to race norming? I don't want to hear nothing about integrity in the NFL. Ain't no integrity in the NFL.
No, but
integrity
listen,
of the game. Come on,
you
man.
You can't be light with what he did. Like,
I ain't saying being light, but I'm saying integrity in the NFL should not be synonymous. It's not.
I agree with you. Listen,
yeah,
man,
it's not.
when it comes to gambling and players betting on games and stuff, you got to be hard on that, bro. You can't let that.
Well, you got to be hard on all
but I don't
of
think
it.
you should have suspended him for the whole year.
No, I think so. You got to let all the players know.
Bro.
Listen, we gonna cost.
But like Jay said, look at all the other cases where people got suspended for this many games and that many games. Like if you really
come on, man.
Who?
I'm
talking about players who was gambling, bro.
Okay, but what I'm saying is why you selective?
No, but listen, gambling, like, bro, you
gambling.
can really fix games. Like that's that Donahue stuff. Like,
okay. That's the point. I was waiting for that point.
Okay, go ahead.
You said barbershop. That's what you said.
What I say?
You selective? Because here's the
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. Why you can't be selective?
I'm not select. I'm talking about gambling on games. Like, come on, man.
Hold on. Go ahead, brother.
Here's our response. I would agree with you, nephew, if this is how it was across the board. Okay, you don't want gambling in sports. But wait a minute. The NFL just got a team in Vegas. The NFL just made a deal with gambling, and made an agreement that gambling is
with FanDuel and all that.
FanDuel and all this stuff is now involved. So you're in bed with gamblers. You don't have no problem with people gambling. And the amount of money involved in gambling, is now, according to what Double J confirmed to us, is now approaching the trillions of dollars in terms of worldwide gambling. You don't have no problem with that. You just don't want the players gambling because they themselves can.
Hey, listen, when you sign that dotted line,
but you don't want them to make money. But as long as you can make billions of dollars, you cool with the gambling.
That's what I said about being selective.
But here's what I want to ask.
Listen, hold on, before you go, Double J. The owners, they can't gamble either. The agents, they shouldn't be gambling.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Huh? The owners can't gamble on games.
Nonsense.
The owners are not.
The owners go to Macau. The owners are gambling overseas. The owners are having people the owners are owning some of the casinos.
So you, hold on. You saying there's no rules for owners to gamble on games?
No, I'm saying that the owners don't police themselves. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. It might be some rules, but that don't mean they follow them.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, it might be some rules, but that don't mean that they follow them.
When he raised the question of Donahue in NBA, he said that Donahue said, that's why I said what Barbershop Jay said. Why are you being selective? If you're against gambling, why didn't they punish Donahue and all the referees he said was involved in it? Why you didn't continue the investigation into the NBA owners and what the league office was doing, what games rigged? If the NFL rigged, go all the way with it. Don't just stop at one player.
Thank you.
Because if you really want to root out gambling, let's find out what happened to Rams a few years ago and what's going on with this and all these suspicious calls that go on. How does that Double J tells us how it moves the line, and one call can move the line in this quarter by according to what he tells us. This can move. Double J, weigh in on this. Double J tells us this can move the line billions of dollars. Deal with that kind of stuff and let's know whether
if you're going
who's doing what, who's making what call. Let's go all the way with it.
But here's what I'm saying. TJ, what I want to throw at you is this. Kevin Durant recently tweeted, I don't give a blank about your parlay.
Okay.
And then that he realized that he said, oh, I like that I have this much power. Meaning he can see that what those lines are and intentionally manipulate them. Unlike what Calvin Ridley did.
Okay.
So should the NBA suspend Kevin Durant
for what he said?
For potentially just even throwing the idea out that he would make decisions that would impact the outcome of those results, i.e., similar to Tim Donahue.
Okay, so listen, they NBA, NFL, MLB, whoever, soccer, all our leagues gonna have to come up with a rule or some type of rule to tell NBA, hey, do not comment on no type of gambling, nothing, bro. Because it's going.
When you're dealing with that kind of money that they dealing with, though,
that's what I'm saying. They gotta come up with a rule like how you can't say
rules don't matter. Money comes first.
To the refs, like you can't say stuff to the referees and stuff like, oh well, I think they did this call wrong.
But that's pittance. Yeah, that's pittance. When you're dealing with the type of money that comes along with gambling, the rules are only in place, man, for show. They look cute on the front door, just so they can say you need to wear a mask in this facility. But you walk in the facility and ain't nobody got a mask on. You know, I'm just up there.
Yeah, like that stuff with Kyrie Irving. He can go to the Nets games, but he can't play for the Nets. That's
what I'm trying to say. Man, it's too much.
That's the dumbest thing ever, bro. I don't know what the heck they got going on with that.
But it's done got to Brother Richard's point.
To prove a point.
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Yeah, with the advent of social media and with the with the monies and stuff, with the NFL having teams, Vegas, all that kind of stuff, that's where they need to just do it across the board, man. You know, this is too big to be saying, oh, you better not do it, but I can do it. Right. Man, come on, man. Come on, don't be selective with that.
Well, hey, be honest. Double J, what y'all think about that Kyrie situation? He can really attend the games, but he can't play.
I think that's stupid. If you're going to be at the game in the stadium, you might as well play.
Listen, it's a control thing, man.
Yeah, you ride with these same people
to
the game. You leaving with these same people to the game. You around these same people when you're sitting out there courtside.
Come on, man.
So why can't I play?
Man, come on, man. And on top of that, they lifting mask mandates all across the country.
And then I bet you half the people in that stadium ain't got a mask on.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Come on, man. It's too over here and over here, over there. You know, it's just double standards. So yeah, man. Come on, man.
I was at the Trader Joe's at USC today, right over on USC campus today, and probably 10 people in the store had on masks. And when I asked the gentleman at the counter, "Oh, so you don't have to have on mask in here?" He laughed at me and said, "Oh, only if you believe in that mask stuff do you have to wear it, because nobody else in Trader Joe's had on masks." So now here's California with some of the strictest mandates where they're playing with the mask mandate. But he is a professional basketball player, and it's exactly what we're all saying on this program. They are using this because when you have your pundits on ESPN and your pundits on FS1 lambaste Kyrie Irving, and he held his ground, and now he's victorious. Now you can't make him seem like the victor. You have to have the mayor of New York continue to punish him, and everyone is laughing at you, knowing this is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Thank you.
With this, and nobody cares anymore. Even the former president Barack Obama comes out and says, "I got vaccinated, but I'm COVID positive." Now the whole vaccine mandate and all this stuff looks crazy. Yeah,
it looks crazy. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Yeah, you
trying to get boosters and stuff now. So
yeah, come on, man. Yeah, come on, man.
And I'm saying, nephew, he can go to the game and watch Duke and Carolina play, but he can't play in the game right on the court. But he can.
But listen, he was just at the next game. Like that's what's so
that's
crazy.
What I'm trying to say. That's why I say it's ridiculous.
Trying to prove a point.
Thank you. What are you doing at this point? What are you doing? What are you accomplishing?
You gonna do what I say and suffer consequences?
When you got your number one pundit on ESPN, I mean, that young man lambasted Kyrie Irving for the longest while.
Who that?
The lead buffoon on ESPN. I won't dig this program by calling his name, but he.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That brother.
I'll tell you what, they all compensated endorsers. Because after I heard Kendrick Perkins say after the Russell Westbrook trade, the roster is going to be the greatest. They're going to win 70, whatever he said. And then I look at it. Man, they compensated endorsers, man.
About Joel Embiid and James Harden. I'm done with Perkins.
Yeah, come on, man. And we saw what happened. Oh, I'm so glad you said that, Doc. I watched that Nets and Sixers game.
Got blue.
Man, Kyrie was out to make
53 points.
Man, Kyrie gave James Harden the bid. Kyrie was out. Did you see his facial expressions? I'm not playing with you.
If I'm not mistaken, I think
that's the reason James Harden left.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you can check the tape on this program. We've already said that no team led by James Harden can do anything.
Can win a championship.
Hey, and if we check the tape, I already told y'all the Sixers is coming out of the East. So
okay.
Not with James Harden.
Listen, James Harden as their leader.
Man, James Chicago.
Embiid is the leader, okay?
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be Chicago or Milwaukee coming out the East.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Chicago.
You're not going to say somebody like Miami?
No, I'm telling you right now.
But I don't
tell you right now.
I don't want that Midwest to freeze your little brain stem. And you look at that water and
I'm telling you, that's what I'm telling you. It's going to be either Milwaukee
I don't
or
want
Chicago coming out the East.
No, I'm as it stands right now, I'm rolling with the Nets.
Kyrie Irving better roll with the Nets because
Kyrie Irving,
that mandate is lifted.
Yes, sir. We'll see.
Watch what's happening.
Man, Kyrie Irving is not he out to prove a point, bro. I'm telling y'all, look, the way he played that game against the Sixers, everybody was talking about it's just one game. Kyrie was letting y'all know right now, like Bird and Dr. J in an exhibition game, they were scrapping. Bird and Dr. J said they was like, "Why are y'all fighting?" It was an exhibition. They was like, "Hey, man, we setting the tone right now." Letting you know if I see you down the road, what it's gonna be. You understand what I'm trying to say? Right. Kyrie sent a message to the Philadelphia 76ers. Now anybody can be beat on any given day and all that kind of stuff, but Kyrie was like he was letting folks. He made a statement.
I need more than one game to be a believer.
My man Ricardo, what's happening? Only player playoff tested on the Bulls is DeMar Caruso. Yeah, true that.
Yeah, that's true. I just like the way they look.
Kyrie able to play in the games.
Hey,
Nobody. I'm with you. Thank you,
I need
Kyrie.
more than
Nobody only players. Put an S on that next time.
Hey, but guess what though? It wasn't even his offense, Kyrie's. It was his defense. He had James Harden.
He's a student of Kobe, by the way.
Oh, no question. He's a Kobe disciple, but he had James Harden out his hook up.
Hey, listen, man. I don't want to hear he a Kobe disciple.
I know you don't.
He look. It ain't Kobe. It's not Kobe. Listen, it's not Kobe. It's Kyrie. He ain't no dang on Kobe disciple. He don't play defense like Kobe was on defense.
That ain't what we saying about Kobe. Oh my God.
I don't want to hear it. Kobe wasn't a one-way player.
Okay, next time.
All we're saying is he's a disciple.
Next
Okay,
time,
but you can't just
learn from Kobe.
Kobe disciple is having Mamba mentality.
Listen, Mamba don't got
how to
that.
direct your Mamba mentality. That's what we're
Mamba
saying.
mentality don't come from just offense. He had that same tenacity on defense.
Of course. Kyrie can play defense.
Kyrie don't got that.
Kyrie can play defense when he wants to.
No. It's Kobe always played defense. He never took off.
Kyrie is not Kobe. He's just a student. He's not his master.
Okay, well, I'm a student of somebody. I'm trying to emulate their whole game, not just offense.
Okay, but that's what disciple means. He's a student. That's all.
He's just a disciple.
Okay, he didn't pay attention enough in class.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He was
okay, but I tell you, but he paid attention enough to whip that. Excuse my French. That's all. That's all I know. He'll bust that anyway. Yeah, got you. Are we making any noise about Khalil Mack going to the Chargers?
Yes, we are. Because that's
why.
By the Bears. What kind of move was that by the Bears?
Injury prone. Oh, what's the noise about?
Man, Khalil Mack on the other side of Joey Bosa.
It'll be nice, but I don't. Man. Oh, with Justin Herbert quarterback,
done, man.
They gonna be nice in the playoffs.
Hey, bro.
This is my point about the whole Denver Russell Wilson thing. That
they said the same thing about Von Miller too.
Hey, whoa! Matter of fact, wait a darn second. What about Derek Carr?
What is he doing?
Brown should have got who, Rick? Who you saying? Carter weighing in again. Brown should have got who?
Khalil Mack.
Oh, Khalil Mack. Oh, okay.
No. Too much money. Too much money attached to him.
Yeah,
that's why the Bears honestly got rid of him. It wasn't a production thing. When he was there, they were crazy. But
you said Derek Carr.
Derek Carr to the Browns. Because the Raiders
have nothing to think about. I'll take him too.
Okay, got you. Yeah. You know what though? Yeah, it's been some.
What we got here is a backup quarterback at best.
Well, I can't argue with that.
The thing about what the Raiders just went through, right? They made it to the playoffs, sure, but they got the rug situation. There was somebody else that went through some ish in as well. Josh Jacobs obviously is going to be kind of on his way out. Ultimately, you got Hunter Renfrow as your best receiver. It ain't it, and he's like 31, 32 years old, so he's on the tail end. Where he's got about 3 years left, and so if you take a hard look at the AFC West, and you're seeing that you got a young gun in Justin Herbert, he ain't gonna move on from the Chargers. They got their guy.
Yeah, right.
You obviously Mahomes isn't going anywhere, and then of course Denver just got their guy. So if you're the Raiders, you're looking at it and you're saying, man, we're staring at fourth in the AFC, real quick, and so it's probably in your best interest to try to start this thing over a bit.
But here's their problem.
You said rebuild.
They just built a $5 billion stadium in
oh yeah,
they can afford to lose and tank for 2 years to get a number 1 draft pick.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying you're not going to have to do that. You got Baker Mayfield.
Oh, well, you're gonna be tanking.
So you said trade him for Baker Mayfield?
You saying trade Baker Mayfield for him?
But what does
they'll have to.
Double J, I like everything but that part. Nobody wants Baker Mayfield.
But that's why you're gonna have to incentivize. You gotta make the money work.
To somebody like Minnesota or something that maybe some team.
I just don't see it, man.
You think, but who's gonna take
Baker to Jacksonville?
Carolina will take
Jacksonville.
Got a guy.
They got a guy.
Yeah, Jacksonville got
some team that's a few years away. He goes there, and they don't need that. They're trying to just like build through the
Wait,
draft.
so y'all don't
Michael
think Trevor
Jackson
Lawrence would be
build
nice in the Browns?
Yeah.
They're not going to trade him.
They're not
But
trading
if
him
they
because
did, y'all don't
they
think
see
Trevor
him as a
Lawrence would
top
be all right
guy.
with the
Yeah,
Browns?
yeah. Well, I mean, I
course
think
he
so,
would
but
work,
they not.
but
They,
that's not the
yeah,
point.
that's
They're
not. They're
not
not
gonna
gonna
move
trade.
him.
What are
Yeah,
y'all
they're not.
saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody wants Baker.
Yeah, and they're not gonna move Trevor Lawrence, man.
Nobody wants Baker.
But that's why you have to
I wish they would,
incentivize
because I
them to
hate Trevor
take him.
Lawrence
You
in
got to
Jacksonville.
make the money work. So in order to do so, Derek Carr is making $27 million. So in order to do so, Baker wipes off 18 of that. So
Hey, listen, I see what you're saying, but I don't think they want anything to do with Baker, bro.
they really don't. They're taking him, and he's a placeholder. And he may
I see what
be a
you're saying, though,
placeholder for
WJ.
6
I see what you're
weeks.
saying.
Now,
Otherwise, now the
I said
Browns
on
have
this
to burn a
program
first-round pick on a quarterback.
I'm gonna say what I said on this program a few months ago, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I
you
think
can
that
learn behind
Cleveland
Baker.
is the perfect place for Deshaun Watson to rebuild his career. Cleveland.
I think so too.
I don't disagree.
so
I don't
too, but
disagree with
I'm
that.
totally with
He
you on that. I was
doesn't
against
know
it a
that.
year ago.
Rich,
I want to
But
see
he don't-
Colin Kaepernick come back.
he don't know that.
Perfect place.
Well, that's a good one too,
They
Doc.
will.
I wanna see Cap come back.
Ask Barbershop Jay. They will absolutely not do that. They will.
They wouldn't.
Yeah,
I know
they'll
they
burn-
won't.
yeah,
I
That's
still
not
won't.
here.
First Energy Stadium will
Not
be
in
ground
Cleveland.
zero.
I didn't say in Cleveland, but I still want Cap back in the NFL.
Well, you
Well,
see
I mean,
his
we-
tweet.
yeah,
he's
I'm
still
with you on
he's
that.
still working, as he says.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
he
even
did
if
that
they
every
bring,
year.
hey, if they bring Kaepernick to Cleveland, bro, that stadium will go crazy. Like we love.
It'd be like Vic in Pittsburgh. They hated Vic in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah. But
Sent to death
Deshaun
threats,
Watson
all
got a
that.
no trade clause, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he knows he got to get out of where he is, and he got to get somewhere. Why? As a football player, if he goes to Cleveland and wins a Super Bowl, he's back in good graces with everybody. Then he signs a big deal to wherever he wants to go. That's a perfect opportunity for him. I think it's a good move.
But guess what? I'm so glad that that whole criminal thing, the judge threw that garbage out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And they don't do that. They don't do that down in Texas quite often. Let
And
me
that's
say
why
that
I'm
first.
saying Cleveland is a perfect place for him to begin to rebuild his career.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rick, on that. That will be awesome.
No. Take your normal stance with.
But no, I'm not going to take my normal stance. I'm a realist first and foremost. I might not always be right, but I ain't never wrong. Did you hear what I said? I might not always be right.
We heard you.
Yeah, all right. I might not always be right, but I ain't never wrong.
How you slipped on ice? They didn't salt the 300 level.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but anyway, but at the same time, on the other side of that coin, the civil cases, you barking up, you're a done deal. If it ain't no criminal nothing happening, what the civil cases? What if the civil cases come through and he pays some folks off or whatever it is, then you were guilty of whatever it is they were saying, suggesting criminally, right? Or am I missing something here? Don't the one go with the other? If the criminal cases are out the door, whatever it is, what the civil cases are what?
A cash grab.
I mean, I know that. But they don't carry no weight right now, do they, Brother Rich?
Not at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody's paying attention to issue. The NFL cares about the criminal matters. They have been resolved in terms of the grand jury proceedings, where no indictment, no bill of indictment has come forward. He's clean. So clean bill of health. But there is going to be some issue in terms of what the social media and other elements of
court of public opinion.
Public opinion. So Cleveland, the Browns seems like a perfect opportunity for a player like him to go rebuild the fundamentals of his career and then move on after that. And I think that with what we're talking about, with what they need and what he needs, he can go there, win a Super Bowl, and then go on to glory and finish his career in prosperity somewhere.
And truthfully,
I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Excuse me. What'd you say, Double J?
Baker Mayfield actually fits the profile of a traditional Lovie Smith quarterback.
But that ain't good, though. I don't think.
Well, no, it is in terms of the psyche of a trade actually taking place. That Lovie Smith would actually do it.
Well, that's right. Because he is the head coach down there for the Texans, isn't he?
That's right. And on top of that, you free up a lot of money.
And remember, Baker's from Texas, so he goes back to Texas. He gets
Yeah.
a good opportunity there. To his
Yeah.
fan base embraces him. The Texans are not expected to do anything, so he gets a couple of years to kind of run around with that team,
Yeah.
see what he does, and maybe he does something.
Listen.
Maybe he doesn't. It's not an issue.
Listen,
But you know what?
they've
But you
been
know what,
watching
though?
tape on him too and trying to figure out how he missing all these open receivers.
Yeah, but they don't care about that. They just
No,
care
they
about
don't.
the fact that 50,000 young white fans are going to come there and support him because they're Texans fans and they remember him when he was from his Texas college days and they're with him. And that's
Okay,
why.
so the high school he was just at, isn't that in Texas? He was down there working out or something like that a couple of weeks ago. Isn't that the high school that he was at? His former high school. Isn't that in Texas?
He's a
And
Texas kid.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. And that, you know what? I didn't even
Make
see
it
that
easy
scenario.
for him. Send him down there.
It's real easy for him. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that scenario. That's a good one, Double J, because even the national pundits didn't point that out about the possibility of the Browns trading for this. Well, yeah, or Deshaun Baker going to the Texans and Deshaun coming here in that regard. I didn't hear
That would be a
that. I heard.
nice trade.
Yeah, I heard Deshaun going to Seattle or something like that because of the way the Russell Wilson thing fell. You know, that would be a great move for Seattle. He could just fall right in or whatnot. But I didn't
What
hear
is he gonna fall into? Like, did they
Seattle
just
has
get
a
rid of
strong
Tyler Lockett and all these
community.
other key pieces to their team?
Seattle got some players. They did just get rid of Wagner.
Who do they got left?
But here's the problem. Seattle has
Y'all ain't bring up him, but y'all brought up.
Well, and Lockett is supposedly up for trade too. So that kind of implies that they're not attempting to go for it, which means.
And here's the problem.
Metcalf may ask to get
It's
out.
looking like Seattle's in a rebuild phase.
Go ahead,
They're
Doc. What
in a
would you?
rebuild phase.
Yeah,
And
They're in a rebuild phase.
Seattle has a very strong activist community, so there's going to be a lot of protesting from the stadium because women will be protesting in front of Seattle Stadium for that kind of thing. So that might not be
a good point.
Yeah.
Hey, and you mentioned earlier, TJ. You talked about the integrity. I think we were saying in with the Cavalier thing in the NFL or whatnot. Bobby Wagner. Did you hear what he said about how he got released?
Yeah, because he's a 10-year vet. That's what he was complaining about.
That's what they said. They ain't even tell him. So that's
But now,
another
hang on a
example.
second. Remember how this is why a lot of people have had issues with Pete Carroll in that Seattle franchise. Remember what happened when Earl Thomas got hurt? Did we all forget?
Yeah.
What did he do? He threw up a certain hand gesture towards his sideline. He knew he was done.
Oh, yeah, he threw his middle
wasn't
finger
going to
up.
get. Yep.
Because he
knew it was up. He knew.
He wanted to redo his contract, and they wouldn't do it. And he played on that weak contract, and that's why he did that.
And he knew
they're going to let him go. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you all reminisce and call that recent history because I'll go back to them. He ruined that franchise when he did not give the football to their running. When he ruined that team and ruined that franchise. And all his players lost trust in him from that day on. So that franchise has been going down ever since. So anything that comes out about them from this point on, it's no wonder that franchise has to be in rebuild mode because he destroyed the trust of that team. Let's be honest. That's right.
But the only reason I mentioned Wagner, I was trying to make the point about integrity in the NFL. The integrity in the NFL should not be. They're not synonymous.
Right. Absolutely.
It's lip service. Because Brother Rich, I'll go back even further with the Packers. Devon Walker was due for some money. Brett Favre come out getting the yipping and yapping to the media. They stuck a microphone under his chin. Oh, yeah, well, I think he should be there for his teammates. Now, you can say that because you already got your money.
Right.
Javon Walker caved into the pressure. Came back and got his Achilles blown out. Ain't nobody heard of him since. Didn't get paid or nothing either. Okay. The NFL has a habit and a tendency and a history of it being a double standard or one-sided when it comes to making moves. Let the player talk about, I want a new deal, or I think I'll play my contract, so I want to, and it's always a big issue. But if the NFL, whatever team it is, owner, whoever it is, feel like a player is subpar, or they want to try to figure out how to get rid of you, man, they'll cut your throat in a heartbeat.
But now, wait a minute. But despite all that, our host still took the stance that he did on Kyler Murray, who did exactly that. He is asking to have a long-term deal.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, but I'm not. Listen, but that's not why I was questioning Kyler Murray.
No, get up out of here.
That's not why I was questioning Kyler Murray. One ain't got nothing to do with the other. Why I was questioning Kyler Murray.
But you went with the mainstream pundit line, like we care
No,
what they
I
say.
said the mainstream media is already painting a picture about a narrative. Go look at the narrative that they're painting.
Immature.
Thank
He's
you. They're trying
always
to paint
somebody
a
else's
narrative about
fault.
him.
He's
And
difficult
you
to
know
deal
how it
with.
is. Once the mainstream media starts painting that narrative, the rest of them pick up the brushes and just finish the
trying to
picture.
slap him
That's
like they
all
did
I'm
T.O.
saying, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm not in agreement with it. I can see what's what. I might wear glasses of readers, by the way, but I can see left and right.
But you
Give me an eye
you
chart.
said you don't want him.
Listen, I said I don't want him because of the kind of stuff. Listen, if he come to Cleveland, all the media is going to talk about is what all the media that's already is talking about. I'm tired of hearing that, man.
I don't care. Long as we win games.
Listen, you don't care, but the people who can actually make that happen do care.
But when the media gets involved, it also becomes hard to win games too. Because now
Thank you. That's what I keep trying to tell you. Them folks in Berea, man, Haslams and all of them, we fans. So to
Jay
speak.
and Doc, so y'all both gonna go on record and say he ain't gonna win no games next year because the media.
No, ain't nobody saying that.
I didn't say that. I just said that the media and everything.
No, that's what y'all just said. It's hard to win games.
I didn't say that, TJ.
First of all, there you go, that y'all again. That ain't what I said.
Makes it difficult to win games because now you have to worry about the inside of the locker room and the outside of the locker room.
What I'm saying is he gonna win games or not?
Yeah,
he
already done won games.
Oh, what's the deal? Y'all don't want him or what?
I just don't think Cleveland.
What he
would want him
did,
because
listen.
they listen to the media too heavy.
Thank you,
No, they
Doc.
don't. No, they don't.
Man, are you serious?
If they listen to the media, they would have benched Baker Mayfield.
No,
Everybody in the media. No, listen. Everybody in the media already said bench this man. They're not doing it.
Really? Really? I'm not. Anyway, I'm not going to even go down that road as to why one ain't the same as the other. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
No, I wouldn't. Hang on a second. What are they saying about Kyler Murray then?
He's difficult to play with. Whenever something goes wrong,
they say that about
he points the finger. He blames everybody else for losses. He doesn't show up to practice on time.
It is their fault.
Listen, nobody's saying it's not their fault. What I'm saying to you is once he did what he did in the playoffs, it already started. His body language ain't good. He got an attitude problem. They questioning his leadership.
As soon as he lost,
they said
he lost that game, that's when that started, bro. I ain't hear none of this till after that game.
No, and it ain't stopped. Once he unfollowed them because he wanted a long-term contract. Then all of a sudden now it's leadership problems and all this.
But that's how the media is flipping it. We know it's not that. But that's how the media is
we know that.
But yeah, here you are, and you said you don't want him for those exact same reasons.
I didn't say I didn't. I said the Cleveland Browns franchise wouldn't want him.
That's what. Listen, I would want Kyler Murray, but I said no because of the narrative that thank you of what the picture that they already trying to paint, man.
So then, what would you call Aaron Rodgers? Wouldn't he difficult to work with?
That's different. They love Aaron Rodgers and
Listen, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Aaron Rodgers and you don't think so?
You don't think Green Bay loves Aaron Rodgers? They want to get $200 million.
He's been trying to get rid of him from the day he set.
Well, then why did they just give him $200 million, Joey? If they try to get rid of him, you don't get nobody trying to get rid of $200 million.
Because he spit in their face and won back-to-back MVPs. And
that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's different strokes for different folks, man.
They ain't giving up on Aaron Rodgers. Had he not won the MVP, they still would have kept him.
No. Come on, man. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Listen, it's different strokes for different folks, bruh.
He's gonna retire a Packer.
Man, Aaron Rodgers can do whatever he want to do, and he gonna get a pass.
And then he wants
Kyler Murray is not getting a pass.
$200 million.
Hey, listen, I don't know the particulars. I'm looking at
$200 million for somebody they didn't want. So
no, I'm talking about for somebody. I'm talking about and guess what? Now his teammates either get franchise tagged or let go, so he can complain all his way to the bank. That's it.
153 guaranteed, but they don't want me.
Hey, the point I'm trying to make is Aaron Rodgers gonna get a pass. Kyler Murray don't get the same pass.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? What's already understood should not need to be explained.
Oh man,
bro, he won one Super Bowl 12 years ago.
Exactly.
Hey, and they still talk about him glowingly
to the playoffs in his arm.
Thank you. They still talk about him lovingly.
He's
He
still
ain't
a
win
good
the Super
quarterback.
Bowl, man. I don't think he should get that type of treatment. I ain't gonna
Hey,
lie.
it ain't about what I think or what we think in that
We speaking
regard.
from fan aspects. We're not
Yeah, we
speaking
speak
from
from
the
fan. I'm
owner
talking
of
about
the
what
team
them folks who write checks and them folks who got the red pens and what they think. Listen, what they saying in them circles, man. And it's undeserving. It is to me. But
Yeah,
what
I
they
wouldn't
saying
care what
about
you
Kyler
admit.
Murray is the same, not to the same level, but the same way Stephen A. picked up on the Myles Garrett thing one time. He drove it home. That's what they
With the
doing,
Mason
man.
Rudolph incident where he hit him with the helmet.
Come on, man. They trying to paint Kyler Murray and see the way the league is set up. Once you get a bad rap amongst them folk,
It's over.
it's a done deal. It's a done deal.
Nobody
It's a
wants
done
to deal with
deal.
T.O.
That's all. Thank you. That's all I'm saying, man.
You notice he ain't said a word. You notice he ain't said a word.
Who?
Kyler Murray.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
that's
ain't gonna
good
say
for
nothing.
yeah, good. Don't because they already got their red pens out.
You under a
That's my
microscope
point.
now.
All this nonsense, and he hasn't even said a thing.
Well, I'm glad for him. Don't
He's
say
smart.
nothing,
As soon as he
Kyler.
open up his mouth, they're just gonna let him in. And they're gonna
Thank
flip
you.
and misconstrue his words, and
Thank
that's
you.
gonna make him
Thank
look
you.
even worse.
Thank you. And like you said, Aaron Rodgers could spit in the face and they'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
He
I'm gonna
was the
sell it on
first one in the
eBay.
podium.
I'm
They were
immunized.
just speeding it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell it on eBay for 500 million. Let Kyler Murray spit in somebody's face.
Oh, throw him under the jail.
Thank you. That's my point exactly. Let's move on to the last portion of the P program today, fellas. This is all good stuff. Last but not least, the student loan crisis. We're gonna go around the room one good time and we're gonna get on out of here and let some folks get to their dinner time. We know this is a big issue, but I guess the question I have for you all, let me read a few things here to you or whatnot. I guess the question I would have for you all is whether or not it's something that's going to really, literally, actually be done about this, or is it just something that they just happen to keep talking about, and it ain't going to go nowhere. Your chances of getting rid of student loan debt depend on who you are. Read this article, right? To get rid of student loan debt through bankruptcy, for instance, one must prove to the court that paying back said loan would cause undue hardship. However, in a study of nearly 700 discharge cases spanning from 1985 to 2020, judges' decisions to dismiss student loans were often influenced by personal factors such as your gender. An example, being a single mom helps in some cases, but not being a single dad.
What?
Disclosing a medical condition helps men, but not women. Not having an attorney obviously hurts your cause. Is that obvious or no?
Yeah.
Double J, what do you think about the student loan debt and whether or not if you get a discharge depends on who you are or what your gender is?
Well, let's
Seems
call it
like.
what it is. It was it's an intentional pitfall in life. Personally, it makes more sense to get a mortgage at 18 than it does.
Yeah, absolutely.
To go to a university in terms of return on your investment.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And so the unfortunate fact of the matter is the same way that rules won't let you smoke a cigarette at age 18, but you can sign your life away to be
in the armed forces?
forever in debt and literally sign your life away in the armed forces. It just shows that the rules of the game are meant for you to lose. And so to suggest that there's additional caveats that work for or against you is merely details to what's already understood.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Makes sense. B, we glad to see you back, baby. Is it Taco Sunday? Why you ain't say your boy none? This is what I'm talking about right here. Y'all know I got 7 teeth, 3 in my mouth and 4 in my pocket. Y'all was dead wrong for that. TJ, we're gonna come to you, man. Because we know you the originator of student loans. You know what I mean? You sitting over there in the King's Castle or whatnot. Absolutely not. What do you make about? Huh? Well, what was you saying?
Yeah, the student loans. Why would you charge people to like kids anyway?
office.
Why would you charge kids to get this education? Well, you know they don't have a job. Most kids don't have nobody
that's a good
paying
point.
for their education.
That's a good point.
So you're putting your youth into debt early. What sense do that make?
Well, it makes a lot of sense if your goal is to control.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
now
too.
your motivation to get up in the morning is to make someone else money.
Yeah.
That's true ownership.
Right. So
that's why, as I've highlighted on this program, it's illegal to commit suicide.
It really is.
Good point.
It should be illegal to charge these young teenagers all this money just to go to your educational program.
Money make the world go around, so money will never be illegal.
It should be illegal. Like I said, it should be illegal.
But they tell you what you signing up before you even put your name down.
But you're not. You're technically a kid still.
But they're not saying that. When you're 18, you charge as an adult, baby boy. So, like I said,
listen,
I'm not
about to argue with you about this because even though you,
I ain't arguing with you either.
Even though you 18, you still a kid.
Okay, but in the government's eyes, you're not. You old enough to make your own decisions.
No, but the same government says you can't smoke a cigarette at 18.
I get, but when it comes to cash,
if you're not in control of your own health, how can you be in control of your finances?
That's
right. They want to control
like
your
you
finances.
said, money rules the world. They're gonna always make
They're not gonna let you do something that's gonna end your life early. So of course you can't smoke cigarettes at 18. You're gonna die. We can't get that much money off of you because now you're taking years off your life. But you can sign up for the student loan, then I can keep charging you and charging you and charging you. You don't pay me until you die.
Exactly. It adds years to your life. Yeah, good point, Doc. Brother Rich, what say you?
You know, if I was an evil person, I would have a system where I would have some people arguing for my benefit and defending me, and some people arguing against me. And some people are confused in the middle. They don't even know what's going on. Now think about this. This is a country. We're talking about a system where you're paying for an education in a world where gasoline in California is $7 a gallon, and most people are complaining that they can't even pay that. People with jobs in the Midwest can't heat their homes on the East Coast, can't fill up their gasoline tank to drive to work this week because they got to figure out whether they'll be able to afford food and medicine and heating their home. And this is all a sham. This is a game. This is ridiculous, man, that we're talking about this kind of thing because let's be honest, man, the reality is that student loan is a criminal enterprise. It really is.
Thank you. That's exactly what I just said.
For a loan that does not equate to the job that you didn't get in society because you went to school and paid $100,000 in student quote unquote loans that you'll never finish paying, but you only got a job that pay you a bare minimum of quote unquote $15 an hour, and you had to argue and fight your government to get that job. Come on, this is all a scam, and I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this. This is a scam.
Yeah, we're not, and that's why I saved it for last. I just wanted.
Hold on, because I just said the same thing, and you and Doc just gave me a whole little shenanigan, a whole little feedback. But he said the same thing. Yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did.
Right.
Well, I gotta take a stance on
I disagree was when you said that the 18-year-old is too young to pay attention to what they're doing. I said the government.
No. I said that the 18, it should be illegal to charge these kids for this education.
And
I didn't disagree with you on that one.
Okay, all right.
I didn't disagree with you on that one.
Here's my question then, because a lot of people come after, for example, management companies like National Heritage Academies. For being able to make millions, $30 million a year off of charter schools, but yet the charter schools produce on average results that substantially outweigh the public schools, and so but they're coming for their throats because they're making money off of them. So what difference is that in concept versus these public institutions that I'm clearly repping, but I clearly also have a bill to pay. And then they have the nerve to ask for more money to be a part of the club after the fact. So,
hey man,
you tell me where's the difference here? Because that looks like tomato to me.
You being in debt is a multi-billion-dollar industry too. You know what I'm
saying? Ain't no way a 17, 18-year-old kid should be responsible for paying these type of debts. There's no way.
Bro, I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement with you.
There's
I
no
was
way
right.
you could say, "Oh, that's what society should be about." All right, when you turn 17, this is what you got to do.
I feel you, but that's what they push because they know that generates money. They gonna push that
That's
on you.
exactly why I never went to college. I said, man, ain't no way I'm gonna take that.
But wait a minute, you know, education goes beyond the four walls of an institution, though.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying.
But we got to address what Double J is saying, because what Double J is saying about charter schools. See, the shame of what you're talking about, the charter schools. Charter schools are just trying to educate. They're just doing a bare minimum, and they're doing way better than the public schools. So the public schools are not even trying to educate. They are just, and the colleges, most of them are not even trying to educate. It's just a criminal enterprise to take money.
Public schools just they just babysitters.
They giving
that's all they are. They babysitters. I know this personally.
Yeah. What you saying? What you saying in the background, B? What you say?
They're giving a select few the education, the proper education.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, is grasping the students better.
Got you.
The other teachers like, all right, babysitters.
Well, and that's my point, because again, the concept of it's lab ratting, right? They don't actually teach you real life. You have no finance classes there. You have no home life, or very limited if you're in the right district or in a school of choice if you're fortunate enough. In barbershop, we had on the results of that on the show. That lady who tried to do that, she went to prison. Remember that?
I'm getting feedback. I'm getting feedback from somebody here. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, go ahead. Say that again, Double J.
Well, you may recall a few years ago when a lady took her daughter to she took her to a school basically that she wasn't in that district for. She got caught for doing it, and she went to prison for it.
Yeah, and then Lori Loughlin, the actor, she did the same thing, and what did she get?
She got off.
That's what I'm saying. She got a 5-star meal at the doggone top of the head, whatever they call that restaurant downtown.
Come on, Uncle Ruckus, you gotta remember what you're saying now, man.
There's 7 schools that actually matter: Wharton, and like Kellogg School of Business at Northwestern. There's very few, and the fact of the matter is, if you don't go there, you're not a part of that club, and you're never going to be. They're willing to let the handful slip through the cracks, but so with that being said, the amount of debt that you're actually accruing, you just throws you and spits you out right into a system where you are the new slaves moving forward. That is the simple fact of the matter, and that's why you have a number from birth with your Social Security. That is how you are known, because the whole nation is deemed a business, and once you begin to understand that you are simply just that, a product, an employee of that business, then you will start to look at things a whole lot differently.
It's so crazy. They got people who sit around and analyze and take notes and put these numbers together. Like, okay, we're gonna let 3 or 2% or 0.5%.
Exactly. It's by design.
Go through the cracks, like you said, Joey. And that's they fine with that. That's perfect for them.
But that's the thing. That's why I said, excuse me, about bankruptcy. You can get it discharged, your student loan, through bankruptcy. But what you got to go through to get it done, discharged to the bank, you can file bankruptcy for anything. Your house, your car, your kids. Look, forgive me. You know what I'm saying? You can get both, all that kind of stuff. But when you want to get rid of student loan, they be like, oh, no, absolutely not. Drop down and give us 20, and then go through yeah, that's right. They climb the bridge. Yeah, you got to go through too much. They not letting you. But on top of that, though, I done seen here last couple go rounds. They've been discharging a few folks, but you got if you work for public service or something like that, you got to been paying your loan for 10 years straight or something like that. And then you can qualify to get it discharged, through whatever company you work for. But even still, some of them people was qualified and making their payments, and they still wasn't letting them get off. Man, they're not letting you. Listen, bruh, you listen. Debt is king on top of money. You know what I'm saying? Debt is king for you and I and me and us and we. But for them, man, cash, Bruce, man.
You better listen to Jay-Z. He told you financial freedom. Financial freedom is the real freedom.
Yeah,
otherwise you have invisible chains.
The new slavery. That is the new slavery.
Yeah, no question. But financial freedom it needs to in financial literacy, it needs to be taught earlier on. If for the fact that it's not been taught,
Why?
and really hardly
Why?
Because they
Why
want
would
to
I
keep you
want
in that
you-
trap.
Why would I want you to know what to avoid?
Exactly.
Well, of course. Oh, yeah,
That's
we
going to
know
put a
that.
dent in my pockets.
We
I
know
don't
that.
want you to know what to avoid.
Yeah,
I
we
want you to
know
still
that.
be blindly
We know
signing up
that.
for stuff so
Then
I can keep
then I
blindly taking
can't
your checks.
control you.
Well, that's true too. That's why I said education goes beyond the four walls of an institution. You can go to a library. I don't know why they call it a library because it's full of lies. I
Because
don't
it be
know.
in their
Kara-
line.
Oh, okay. Because Carol once said something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time. Let me give a shout out to my man KRS.
What's his name from KRS-One? What is he?
What do you mean? What is he?
He's what, like level 13 or something in Freemasonry. So come on, man. Like
I
they're
didn't know
telling
that.
you.
He almost the highest level you can be.
I think it's 30.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's 30. He a lot lower
Oh,
than
it's 30? I didn't think it was him. I thought it was only 20.
it's like 33.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm just talking about what he said about libraries.
Yeah,
But
I
if
think
you
it got
go to-
something to do with Jesus' age or some stuff.
Okay, well, I'll tell you,
Oh, okay.
if you go to one, they got books. They done wrote all types of books, man. But you know me, I'm a reader. So, you know, I'm always going to make a reference to reading. You know, they got books that tell you up and down what they're doing out here. You know what I mean? But you got to pick one up is what you got to do. You know what I mean? Stop scrolling all the doggone time. Fellas, it was good as always. I appreciate y'all. We got to get on out of here because I got to run. And on that note, it's been fun, but we got to run. We appreciate y'all for listening. Don't
Safe
forget to check
travels
us
to
out.
Dallas. I hope the weather meets you well.
Don't forget to check us out right here on the StreamYard Sundays at 9 on the PM side, or you can look us up, on
You're
Facebook.
just talking about
Twitter.
Dallas time. I understand. But you're not going to be in Dallas. I mean, you're not going to be in Dallas.
Oh, hell no.
On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Goldengram, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, as well as the Shots Facebook fan page. And if you would be so kind as to subscribe to our YouTube channel, we'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, you can Google it. For my mans, Be Rich, Double J, TJ. Man, get that off the screen, man. My mama watches. Oh my gosh. TJ, Doc, B Win, and all the other folks that was jumping in, and the folks that weighed in, and for the fans.
Choir.
Oh my goodness. And for all my folk out there in TV land, I'm Barbershop Jay. Would you cut that out? Who's talking? Oh my God. And all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay, and you've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. We're gonna play more commercials next time we get on out of here. Next time we get on here. But you know what I'm saying? Next
All right,
walk-ins.
Grandpa, come on now.
Man, walk-ins always welcome, man. Holla!